All right. He's already in his chat and it's only 1:43. He might actually start on time. I know. DSP starting on time? What? That never happens. I know. Kinda surprised by it. Rain is very heavy. Heavy is the rain. Just a minute to go and he should be started. Everything looks to be live and shared. Running. Well, he still might take a few minutes though to actually start his music. Like I said, he should be starting on time, but we all know he's not going to. So what we need is... Where do I have it at? I have no idea. Render... Why do I not? Where is... How do I not? Instant fucking death. Holy shit, he did start on. He actually started exactly on time. Holy shit.
I'm just cruising around YouTube, trying to find something to watch. I see a man streaming a new game, so I click on it. First thing I hear is, well, eat, snort, beg, repeat. Eat, snort, beg, repeat. Snort, beg, repeat. Eat, 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 snort, beg,
repeat. Easily amused. Spaghetti now. Miss Potato, how's it going?
No, get down.
We having fun yet? I can't believe DSP start. This is like the first time I've seen him start on time in a long time. He's always late. Let's see, fan ass is reactions mode to Sunday, and it is.
No, get down.
DSP versus the internet on Sunday, followed by either Street Fighter 6 World Tour or Community Lobby. Hopefully there's Community Lobby because, man, he got so salty getting beat by his own fans. He ain't supposed to be dent heads. How you good at the game? You're not supposed to let me lose to you guys. Like, he was so not happy about that. Can you imagine thinking you're the best overall Street Fighter 6 player of all time, and then you lose?
Get down.
Yep, his music still sucks. Although my music's not that good either, but... Yes, it will be Sundays moving forward unless we have a reason to swap. It makes more sense to have reacting on the third day than the second of the week. Wait. It makes sense to have reacting on the third day rather than the second of the week. It's Sunday. Sunday is not the third day of the week. What the beep? What? Pepsi unveils exclusive pineapple flavor at Little Caesars. What? Yeah, the DSP character, obviously. Calendar. Yeah, I'm gonna crop that and post it on Twitter because holy shit, are you fucking kidding me? Over to Twitter. Sunday is now the third day of the week, according to DSP. I just gotta know what the fuck makes them think that Sunday is the third day of the week. Like, that makes no sense. How did you... I don't... I'm just... What? Like, my brain is not able to comprehend the fact that he thinks Sunday is the third day of the week. Good question. I guess the free room in DSP's head that the loop took up made him unable to realize that Sunday is not the third day of the week. God, flat earthers are the worst. I just...
You can't drink the beer. I just tried. It didn't work. I don't know how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, that's god awful. We don't care. It is... let's put on... Ooh, I do like those. But we're gonna go with... rendered, I think? Nope, not it. Is this it? Here it is. We're gonna watch this real quick because it amuses me. Get me out of the way. I'm so glad I made this. I'm easily amused. Ow!
Cannibal!
Every time it makes me laugh. And then... to the face! Okay, guys, I'm gonna use the restroom. Then we'll be... Well, why don't you use the restroom before you start the stream? You know what I did before the stream? I used the restroom. I don't want to have to use it while I'm doing this. Phantom, how's it going?
Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor.
You ever hammer hit yourself in the head? It will make
Shoot him in the
sense.
face 'cause he's
Terrible.
on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor. It was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor.
What's typical to hit Phil with a hammer?
Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. He's on the fucking floor.
Exactly. He only uses battle when he's on the clock. Guys, I get paid to use the bathroom. Isn't it great? I get paid. Well, you better hope he gets paid, because if he doesn't, he's gonna be crying. Guys, where's the money? I need that money. Where is it at? Why'd you pay me? Me, more money. Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor.
Shepherd on the floor. It was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause he's on the fucking floor. Bugs in the air. We got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere. Fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the
Unfortunately, he's playing Final Fantasy today, so he's not playing Street Fighter or a Call of Duty game where you could snipe his ass.
thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. We got thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause
on
thugs
the
on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot him in the face cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor.
Alright, this is my very first match of the official release of Doom 2016. You know, have to make that clear. The shotgun is ridiculously overpowered. Fucking shotgun, man. It's such a noob.
Not the shotgun.
Noobs with shotguns.
Never forget, he went after a sniper with a shotgun in Metal Gear Solid game.
Oh, look, another shotgun. Noobs with
Boss makes a
shotguns.
dollar, I make a dime, that's why I poop on company
Noobs with
time.
shotguns. Again, a shotgun.
Back in the day when that was
Noobs
true.
with shotguns.
Now the boss makes $1,000, I make a penny.
Double kill. I love it. Don't call
Get
it
out the
a comeback.
guillotines.
Bang, bang, bang. Triple kill. Damn. Combat tested Doom guy approved. Double kill. I love it. Don't call it a comeback. Bang, bang, bang. Triple kill.
Back.
Combat tested Doom guy approved.
Ooh, message. Who's messaging me?
Exploded too. Exploded. Exploded too.
Ooh, that looks really good. They made banana bread.
Exploded. Exploded too. Exploded. Exploded too. Exploded. Exploded too. Noobs with shotguns. What the fuck? Oh, look, another shotgun. Noobs with shotguns. I love the shotgun dead. Noobs with shotguns.
I mean, guys, someone messaged me. They weren't giving me money at the same time. How dare they?
Fucking shotgun that, motherfucker. 7 kills, baby. That's awesome.
I saw the Caribbean Splash and Passion Fruit at Meyer, I think it was. It's like,
7 kills, baby.
I ain't gonna waste my money on that.
Awesome.
I can't imagine they're gonna be any better than what they've already got come out.
So sick. Super shotty. Eat that shit.
But I had the last of my Pitch Black.
Exploded. Exploded too. 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 Noobs with shotguns. What the fuck? Oh, look, another shotgun. Noobs with shotguns.
Like, why do they just do limited runs? Like, I had
Shotguns.
a bunch of bottles saved up and only had one on my days off.
Noobs with shotguns.
Only had a bottle of Pitch Black on my days off, and now I'm out. Womp womp, sad face.
Noobs with shotguns. Noobs with shotguns. Oh shit! Oh my god, that was amazing!
No, it was not DSP. It was never amazing with you.
Go straight. What is this? Right. I don't know where to go here. Look at this. Go straight.
I just went to pee, and then he died on the toilet, like he was Elvis.
I don't know where to go here. Look at this. Go straight.
Exactly, Jay Orbus. No one would hire him.
What is this?
No one would hire him.
What is this? Right.
Any background check, and even if you don't do a background check, and all you do is like, huh,
Oh shit.
why were you unemployed for 15 years? I was begging children for their money, and it worked for years. It worked for 15 years. I was able to beg children for their allowance, but then the YouTubes fucked me over, guys. They went woke and they banned me for trying to exterminate the Jews. Like, yeah, we're not gonna hire you. Oh, it must be the troll's fault I can't get hired just because I tried to exterminate the Jews. The year is 2023. This man is trying to get a job, but it's impossible because he tried to exterminate the Jews. Yes, but you're the guy! We watched you try to exterminate the Jews! Oh, that'd be a great idea, Greg of the Lake. He mentions all the time, be like, what? Someone named Abe was assassinated? That happened in, like, 1865, guys. Like, yes, and then Abe in Japan was assassinated. How are you gonna assassinate a politician named Abe in Japan, guys? Abe's not a Japanese name. Not Chiki Ching Chang Wang. I actually do have a friend with a 3D printer, so I could 3D print off a Guy the action figure. If I had access to the plans. And if he did do major stories that he missed on stream, just imagine how offensive he'd be. Mr. Guys, worst part about the 9/11 attacks is that I interrupted my movie date with my mom. My mom and I were supposed to go see a movie at the mall, but because of the terrorist attacks, we couldn't see one. Like, wait, what? Never forget, that's a true story from DSP. DSP literally cried because he and his mommy were supposed to have a movie date, but because of the terrorist attacks, it got canceled. His first experience with the 9/11 terrorist attacks was that it interrupted mommy-son time on 9/11/2001. Mind you, he was like 19 at the time. He was a 19-year-old man going to go see a movie with mommy. Nightwing, holla holla. When do I think he'll stop DSP Reacts? Well, he's already bitching that, guys. They keep getting, ad revenue keeps getting claimed. They keep claiming my videos. But because of the memberships, I think he'll keep it going for at least. If he keeps memberships over 40, I think he'll keep it. As long as he can justify it to himself. Well, the memberships are still there, so I can keep going, guys. Oh yeah, he's about to start the stream. Aren't you guys ready? God, I want to punch that fucker in the face. Look at that face. Not even a face mommy could love. Can you imagine having the most punchable face in the world? Like, whoever made this for him, it's a pretty good job. Really? Just did a Nazi salute? Really? Who else has seen this? God, he did a Nazi salute in his intro. Not created by Phil Bonnell. Someone else made this for him. We know someone else made it for him because it's actually done pretty well. You're at the beach? Alright, hang out, dude.
Summer.
Accidentally muted him.
Although it looks like stuck in the gaming dungeon, as you can see. Nice little setup today. How's everyone? This lovely Saturday.
What the fuck is up with the glasses?
Today is the 15th of July, 2023, and I welcome you all here to the show. I hope that you're all doing well and enjoying your weekend.
What is with the glasses?
We had a great start yesterday. Let me tell you, it was a completely unexpected start to the week, the way that it started.
Start of the week was
I still
not
can't really
Friday.
To say it in a
I love his
way, but
yeah, the start of the week. It was
blown
Friday
away
yesterday.
by yesterday's performance in Street Fighter 6. We will talk about this today as I tried out Luke for the very first time and proceeded to go on a tear in diamond ranked gameplay on my first session with the character ever touching him.
Stop touching people,
Yes.
DSP.
We will discuss this.
Unless you get their
Today we
consent.
also have a little bit of gaming news to talk about, but today is a different kind of day. I know many people are kind of getting, a little bit uppity about too much Street Fighter. So today we're not doing Street Fighter 6. Today actually
Uppity?
is a non-Street Fighter day where we're going
Why
to
don't
be
we
playing
careful
Final
with
Fantasy
that
as
word
well
there,
as a
DSP.
brand new game.
Oh, he could be
Logitech.
hungover.
So I hope that you all will join me here all day long on DSP Gaming for
Black
gaming
bathing
variety
shirt,
and fun
black
that
glasses
is not
'cause he's
fighting game
hungover as
related,
shit.
since people tend to say that they're getting
The
tired
lights are
of
hitting
it.
his eyes.
All right. And no, I am not hungover. Someone's like, why are you wearing the glasses? I'm not hungover. I just feel like wearing sunglasses today. Although these are kind of like they're all
Bullshit.
bent because they're old. These are older sunglasses. They sat in my car's what do you call it? Like the console storage for a while, and had so many things thrown in there, and they got all beat up.
Yeah,
All, like,
exactly. He's
bent
not
out
hit
of
the
shape. They're not
$50
even
tip
straight
skull yet, so
anymore.
why is he wearing glasses, dude?
I like them. Don't get me
You
wrong.
only
I
wear
like them.
glasses
They're
when you hit
very
the $50
functional.
tip skull.
But they just, they've been through their paces. I wish I could find another pair of sunglasses, but like I said, I was at the store the other day where I was getting those shirts, and they didn't really have much. All they had were the aviator style, but they weren't very good. So I didn't get anything yet. I'm going to, keep my eyes peeled, see if I can get maybe a new pair of sunglasses somewhere. Because these are all right. Like I said, yeah, look, they're crooked. They're all bent and crooked. No wonder. It's like, and if I bend them,
DSP
they're
can't have anything
they're
nice.
crappy. You know what I mean? Like, they're not good sunglasses. They're just cheap sunglasses, so they're gonna break if I try to bend them. So I'm trying to have them sit on my face. They're not even like straight on my face. They're like crooked. Of course, I call attention to it now. Now people will notice and make fun of it. You couldn't tell before. Anyway, I hope you're all in a good mood. I hope you're doing well. An interesting show today. We'll talk about yesterday. We'll talk about gaming news. We'll talk about the schedule because tomorrow night we have a unique opportunity. Now that we are done with those long ongoing RPGs, we have options of what we want to choose to do. And we have a couple of options to go through for tomorrow night. We'll talk about that as we get to the schedule. I'd like your feedback. In a couple of weeks, we got a special long-form React event going on with the Machinima event. That's going to be fun. We got some good stuff going on here. All right. So, before we get to any of that, just like I did yesterday, I just want to get something out of the way.
Guys, send me
All right?
glasses
Just
in the
the hours.
mail.
Don't have to mention
so
it
I can
again on
wear
the show.
them on stream. Don't you guys want to see
In
me
the last month, we
wear
have seen
sunglasses
a
on
sharp
stream?
decline in YouTube side support on this channel. What that means is super chats, super stickers, super thanks, memberships, and gifted memberships. Why? Because over the month of June and the first half of July, I was playing
That'd be
Street Fighter
hilarious,
6
Davey.
and the same 3 RPGs. There was no variety. And when there's no variety, people kind of get a little bit tired, stagnated. Now, the people who were excited for Street Fighter 6...
It's not my fault,
thank you.
guys.
They came
It's
out
your
every day, and they
fault.
usually were tipping. So, the support's been good. But I saw a sharp decline in the YouTube side support. So, I would say if you were thinking of supporting DSP Gaming in the coming weeks,
Guys,
an
you didn't
absolutely
see super
great
chats.
way to do that would be a super chat or a membership or a gifted membership.
you
I
hate
would
super
actually
chats and
appreciate
memberships.
That. And
You only
I'm
want
sure
tips
if you
for
were to do something, for
years.
example, give some memberships, right?
My theory is he's trying to get a refinance.
People are going to be very happy That's something that helps the whole community. It's
business
not just
loan.
about me. It's about everyone benefiting. Having access to the emotes, being able to talk as much as they want in the chat, getting a cool chat crown badge to show your support. You know, what level of crown you have is really
You
cool.
don't need to
It's all
talk
these
quickly
cool
in this
benefits,
chat.
right?
This chat goes by so
please
damn
consider it. I'm
slowly.
just throwing that out
You don't
there. I'm
need
not saying you have
to
to
get
do
the
anything. My
time
content is
thing
free and
taken
always
off.
will be. But if you were thinking of supporting everything here, one great way to do that would be the YouTube side content or YouTube side support, such as those methods. So please think about it. That's it. I don't want to harp on it. I just want to move on and talk about the good stuff. So
How much gin you drank on your day off?
let's start with yesterday and recap what went down. Because yesterday was
Wasn't
quite
that what the daily
interesting,
rep videos
to
for
say the
DSP?
least. I was not expecting yesterday to go that way in any way, shape, or form. So what happened yesterday? Well, yesterday was my first day back from break, a 6 straight day streaming week this week, okay? And so, I told you guys that I was
Nice
going to try a new
little
character in
stealth
Street
snort.
Fighter 6. Last week we forgone that, we forewent that, because, you know, we had done Chun-Li, didn't go so well. Ryu, man, went all right, but I definitely didn't do as good with Ryu as I would have liked, lost a lot. Then I didn't do a new character last week because I wanted to focus on Blanca progress. So this week I said, let's go back and let's pick a new character again. So I did. I selected Luke. Now,
After Master Luke kicked your ass.
all along since I started playing Street Fighter 6, I've been giving my opinions on the game. And of course, my hate watchers and or, you know, stalker scumbags out there who literally
It's not
stalk my every
stalking. You
move
put everything
and
on the
try to
internet
make me
for
look
us to
bad at every
see.
moment, have tried to somehow spin it off that I'm bad at fighting games. Okay, they've completely tried to discredit my background in fighting games, saying that I was never good. The only times that I ever did well was a fluke or a bad version of a game
It
that no
was
one
a
liked.
fluke and
Of
a
course,
bad
all that is a
version.
false narrative generated by them to try to discredit me. In reality, if you actually ask people in the Street Fighter community from that time period, was Phil good? They would say, yes, he was good. At Super Turbo, he
No,
was
they wouldn't.
placing everywhere he went. It wasn't just one version.
No, they wouldn't.
But
They'd
this
say,
is what
oh,
they
the
do.
guy was a
They try to
fucking
discredit
ATM.
because it tries to prove their narrative of, oh, see, we could just make fun of Phil on the internet and make money on it. You see? So, since Street Fighter 6 came out, every word I've said about the game, they try to discredit and say, oh, it's bullshit, right? Oh,
It was
Phil says
100%
this
a
about the game.
fluke.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, Phil thinks he's good with Blanca. Oh, that's just the character's easy mode. Oh, you know, he complains about this. Well, that's bullshit. Even though the things that I've been saying about the game have absolutely been echoed by those in the competitive fighting game community, but they don't want to talk about that, okay? So, one of the things that I have said about Street Fighter 6 is that I felt that there is a
that you
upper
suck at it.
echelon of characters in the game that all play very similarly, that are going to likely be the early top tier of the game, and at this point in the game are pretty overpowered. Now, I'm not saying that once the game develops further and the meta is developed and everything, that people won't find workarounds and or ways to stop it, but just early on, all right? Early on, it seems like there was a grouping of characters that seemed kind of unfair. Juri, DJ, Luke, and Ken are probably the 4 biggest offenders. And then there's some characters that are
Because those
kind
are the
of
4 characters that
hybrids
kick your
in
ass the
between
most.
there. What I mean by this is these are characters who are all fast. They have really high priority normal attacks, okay? And they have very low risk but high reward.
I think it's only going to be every
Meaning,
2 minutes.
They have the ability to constantly
every
be
minute he's
doing
gonna be
dash
fucking with
cancels
those
and or
glasses.
drive rush attacks.
Guys, the glasses
which are the
are
attacks that have
crooked.
higher
Yeah, 'cause
priority
you keep fucking with them.
for the cost of some of your meter, one of your drive meter in the game. If they hit once, they literally get a giant combo. No matter where they are or what they're doing, they always get a giant damaging combo. The problem is, there should be risk associated with the reward. But with these characters, there doesn't seem to be. It seems like they are pretty safe doing what they're doing. And because of that, they can just keep doing it repeatedly. And a lot of the characters don't really have
Kick your
options to get
ass.
out. For example, there's certain characters in this game that don't have true reversal moves. If you don't have a true invincible reversal, how do you truly stop someone who's constantly rushing you down with this option
Master Luke.
of, you know, rush
Kicking
down
his
combos
ass
in it
again
or
and
whatever.
again.
And the answer is there really isn't that much. I mean, there's some things you can do because there's universal tools in this game like parrying and stuff. But once you get into the corner,
But you
you're
don't
pretty
parry.
screwed with certain characters. I mean, look at Zangief. He can't even do anything when he's in the corner. It's like that's the end of the round. Okay? So, I've been saying this since day one. I said, now, you know, things will develop in time, but early on, this is the case with the game. All right? So, I fought characters, like I said, like a Juri or Ken or you know, Luke. And when they kick my ass, I get mad. I'm like, man, the only reason that character's beating me is because they just have too many advantages. And I've been picking characters like Blanca or Zangief or Dalsim or, you know, Marisa, Lily. I'm not picking characters that have great reversals. I'm not picking characters that have these advantages like they do. So I'm
Every
playing a
character
different
has
kind
an
of game than
advantage.
them.
It's very well balanced.
And so my haters out there say, Phil's just lying and complaining because he's losing. You see, if Phil really believed what he was saying, or if it was true, he would pick those top tier characters and he would immediately dominate everyone with them. So why doesn't he do that, right? Now, here's the truth. I don't like picking top tiers. If you haven't noticed,
dude, you're not low
any
tier.
fighting game that I play,
You're not
all
low tier guy.
Usually, I don't gravitate towards top tiers. There's some exceptions. In Super Turbo, I pick a variety of characters. I mean, yes, I pick Vega and Balrog. Those are top tier characters. But I also play DJ. He's considered a lower mid-tier character, and I've won entire tournaments with him. You see, I like to challenge myself.
You finished 4th in tournaments with
because
him.
if I'm just picking a
Was that when
top
you
tier
used
and I'm
Blanca?
only winning because I'm picking the top tier, I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. You know, when I play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, I
You haven't
rarely pick
accomplished
Chun-Li.
anything. Ever.
When I play Street Fighter 4
finished
Vanilla,
4th
I
as your
almost
greatest achievement
never
in life.
picked Sagat. I always found those characters were ridiculously stupid because it's easy mode. I want to at least give myself an element that I'm picking a character that has some challenge to it, that you can do a little bit of variety of gameplay rather than the same kind of patterns that these top tier characters usually have. And I've always done that. It's always been a thing with me. It's like a pet peeve. If I pick a top tier and it's easy mode to win, it bothers me. Okay? So if you haven't noticed,
No, it
in the last
doesn't.
month and a half, I've stayed away from the characters that I've considered top tier in Street Fighter 6. I mean, even when I picked a Shoto, I picked Ryu, not Ken, right? And so, finally, yesterday, I got around to it. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's pick Luke. Now, here's the thing. Luke actually is considered the lower top tier. And here's what I mean by that. You got Luke, but you also got Ken.
You're trying to inflate your
They're
ego.
almost
Again,
the same
imagine
character. The difference is that Ken.
Why would he shut
has
up, dude? It's
absolutely
his
more options,
podcast with only
more
him on it.
combos or paths
Yeah, you
to
got 2
combo,
hours of this
More
bullshit.
safe mix-ups and things. So basically, Ken is almost a better version of Luke. Luke, the one difference is Luke's fireballs are different and actually are better than Ken's. But outside of that, everything else Ken is better. Okay? So
Says who?
basically,
You?
everyone who wants to pick
'Cause you
top
haven't played
tier
as
just
Ken
goes
yet?
for Ken. They at first they were
Play as
picking
Ken,
Luke. They're
bitch.
like, I don't think
See what
Luke.
happens.
He's harder to play. He's not as good. Go for Ken. So that's what they've done. So I said, you know, if I'm going to pick a top tier, at least let me pick a lower top tier, and let's see how it goes. So yesterday on my first stream, I picked Luke, went into his guide, went into his his combo trials, and what I immediately found is that once again, this has been happening with a lot of characters. When I
That
try
he
them, I
kicked
realize
ass.
their
Imagine
combos
that.
aren't as easy as they look. In the case of Luke, okay.
Don't
You
do
have to
that, Greg.
charge
The
his
key
special
stroke
move
is
and release
bad.
the button at a certain time to get a
I actually had
property
to
that will
take
create a wall
like
bounce so
a
he can continue his
online
combo.
test about
It's
keystroke and all that
tricky.
at work.
This is something that's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of muscle memory for me to memorize.
Yeah, I go outside, but I
over
don't go
time
outside
using the
that
character. This
much.
is not something you're just going to get on the first try or even the first hour. This is something that's going to take several sessions to probably even perfect or get used to. Okay? So the problem is, I
You
know how
suck.
to use the character.
No, you don't.
I've seen high-level gameplay. I watched like 30 minutes of high-level gameplay with Luke last night, or the night before, actually. But I didn't know how to implement the combos. Everything else, like I get. There's a fireball game. He's got a good anti-air. He's got good footsies from mid-range. He's got interesting things. But whenever
he
it's
does
time
love
for
his
a combo,
footsies.
that's going to be a problem. Okay, so I go online in casual mode, casual play. I play for about an hour and a half maybe tops, and I win about, I'd say 2/3 of the time because I'm playing some lower tier players. At the same time, I'm dropping combos like crazy. So it's kind of negating itself. It's like, yeah, I'm doing all right, but I'm also constantly, dropping this stuff. So I needed to do that. So finally, there's like 1 hour left on my first stream of Luke, and people are like, listen, we're here for the ranked. You got to
Stop
play
sucking.
ranked. All right, fine. I'll play ranked. So I jump into my 10 placement matches. And out of the 10 placement matches, I win 6. And every single match was either against a 5-star platinum or a diamond ranked player. Yes, without having any complex combos, just me using basic fundamentals of Street Fighter, which most people I've encountered online don't possess because they don't play Street Fighter like a Street Fighter fighting game. They play it like an online pattern game, okay? I win
You,
6 out of 10.
motherfucker.
They place me
You
in
play it
diamond.
like that.
All right? Now, here's the difference. When I was using
He only counts rounds. He
Brio,
doesn't care about matches, dude.
I really didn't know
Matches
much
don't
at all.
count.
Yes, my fundamentals kind of carried me through the placement matches, but I kind of feel like it was very lucky. With Luke, I don't think it was luck. It was literally me outplaying the people. I was learning different things. For example, Honda tries to do the butt splash, and it's safe against most characters, not against Luke. Luke can Shoryuken it. Of course, not a Shoryuken, whatever his uppercut's called. Luke can uppercut it. right? With certain characters like JP,
Well, they're using
for
patterns and
mid-range or
combos,
long range,
guys.
They dominate
And here's
most
why
characters,
I
not
use
Luke.
patterns and
Luke can do a
combos.
full screen run into flip kick that interrupts JP's projectiles, and from mid-range, he can interrupt them with his own projectiles or his level 1 super. So basically, Luke has all these tools to win. And whoops. And all I did is I learned the basic fundamentals of
Your
how to
microphone
use the
doesn't move. It
character, and
sits
I
in the
used
same place
tools.
all the time.
I was
Why do you
not
keep
using
fucking hitting
complex combos. At most, I was using a basic dash cancel, wall bounce, and that's it. Or maybe launch into super in the corner, and that's about it. Very basic stuff.
That's me in the
I
corner.
win 6 out of my 10.
That's me in the
placement
spot.
matches. I go online to rank,
getting
and
my
I
ass
proceed
kicked
to
by
keep
a
winning.
Blanca.
So in the first hour of ranked gameplay, I won way more than I lost. And people are laughing.
And
They're
he's
like,
gonna
dude, you
be
just started
bragging
playing
about
the
that.
character. You don't even know combos. How are you doing that? And I was like, there's 2 reasons why this is happening. Reason number 1
Reason number
is
1.
because the people playing Street Fighter
Bullshit.
6 online, until you get to the upper echelon, so you're probably talking 4 or 5-star Diamond or Master, they actually don't know how to play Street Fighter. They've been playing
They're
all these
playing it
other
wrong,
fighting games,
guys.
Street Fighter 5, notably, but a lot of other fighting games, and these games are pattern play games. What that means is you have a character, and the character plays a certain strategy. You learn the strategy, you go online, you do it, that's it. You never veer from the strategy. You don't adapt, you don't adjust, you don't react, you just play the pattern. If the pattern wins, which it does most of the time, you get tons of wins, you end up in friggin' Diamond, right? But the moment you get faced with someone who's actually good at Street Fighter, who understands the game, who understands the fundamentals, and can beat your pattern, you fall apart like a house of cards. And that's exactly what happened with these people. So I'm playing Hondas, who normally would just be doing headbutt and butt stomp into hands and just do it over and over. And they're fighting me, and I'm parrying the headbutt, and I'm uppercutting the butt stomp. And all of a sudden, they're like shitting their fucking, sumo diapers. What do? They have no
We gotta
clue
go
what
at the
fuck
butt
to
stuff,
do.
dude.
So I'm beating them soundly with Luke, not even having a combo under my belt. And they don't, the JP, dude, those JPs had to have been pissed. Because they're doing their pattern, and I'm just going right through it. And they're like, what the fuck, They don't know what to do.
They did nothing wrong. They did everything correct, guys.
So, what's funny about all of that is, that is likely 80% of the gameplay of Street Fighter 6 right now. Keep in mind, millions of people are playing this game online, and most of them don't get the game. There's not much you can do about that. That's always kind of been that way. Remember when I played Street Fighter 4, and there were people with mashing Ken, and they had high ranks? How the fuck did they have all those points? Because they mash with Ken and lag, mashing dragon punches.
Mash, guys. All I do is
ridiculous,
mash.
But it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's definitely more advanced today, but it's the same premise, all right? Now, the other half of the factor is that I really do believe Luke is very powerful in this game. As I said at the beginning, when I was complaining about facing Luke, saying, he seems like he has way
You mean
too
a
many
Master
tools.
Luke that
His
kicked your
fireball's too
ass?
fast. Man, that level 1 super is
You
ridiculous.
literally took your
His
hands off the
anti-air's
controller because you
absolutely
just gave
ridiculous.
up?
I was right. Everything I've been saying about Street Fighter 6, I've been right all along. Pretty much all along.
I've
all
never
the
been
things
wrong,
I've been saying,
guys.
they're
It's
all
not that I'm a
echoed by the
narcissist, I'm
fighting
just
game
never
community.
wrong.
But my haters are just so moronic, they just want to say everything I say and do is wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I at least have a basic premise of understanding about fighting games. You understand this. I've played them competitively since the 1990s all the way through the late 2000s. I think I know at least the basics and ins and outs of a competitive fighting game. If I observe
Is that why the
something,
second a
I have
Master
a right
shows
to
up, you
say
get your
it,
ass
should
handed to
believe
you?
me. Don't listen to these morons.
Guys,
who
when I
fucking
beat
just
the scrubs, it
completely
means I'm so
discredit everything.
good.
Because I
So
was
you
completely
play against
right
someone
about
who's
Luke.
actually good,
The
they're a
moment I picked
tryhard,
him,
they're an
I'm
idiot.
winning ranked
They're playing it
matches
wrong.
against diamond players because he's a great character. Do I know amazing strategies with this character? No, I don't. How am I winning? Because on the fly, I'm learning basic stuff that's beating everything. So he's ridiculously overpowered. Just like Ken, just like Jury, just like DJ. Like, all the things I've been saying all along are true.
I've not heard
and
anyone
people are just
say
idiots,
Jury was
okay?
overpowered.
So,
She's quicker than most, which gives her an advantage
that
against
being
most
said,
opponents, but she's not overpowered. She's
I had a
just
great
fast.
time. So let's go through the stats now, all right? Here's what happened yesterday with Luke. Basically, if I fought a non-top tier character, I almost always won. All right?
Almost always,
But the
guys, like
moment
51%
that I
of the
fought
time.
A DJ or a Ken or a Jury, I basically lost. Why? Because usually those characters just have better abilities than Luke, and since I don't know Luke's best stuff because I don't even know his combos yet, I got outplayed. They would hit me with one hit, 60% punish combo. Me, I can't even do a basic combo.
Exactly, Lightning.
It was shocking that I was
I've
hanging
replaced
with these
the
guys,
radiator
basically.
in one truck years ago.
So my
Over a
first
decade ago.
session,
That means I can
when I
build
first
a car
started
now,
playing
right?
the ranked with Luke, I got 16 wins and 11 losses. All right, and then see, this is confusing because there's two It's listing. Oh, I know what this is. So I played 2 ranked sessions in casual play. So here's what I should really do: start with the casual. Casual matches with Luke. I had 19 wins and 9 losses. Okay.
And casual.
Then when I
so you're
first
not
went to
playing
ranked
against
play,
pros.
including my placement matches, I had 16 wins and 11 losses. Then on the night stream, because I played them another 2 hours on the night stream, I had 23 wins and 29 losses. So definitely the night stream didn't go as good. But why? I faced top tiers constantly. It was seriously like an onslaught of DJs, juries, Kens. I will say this, Minot was beating me, and I didn't know what to do. It seems like she has that mid-range medium punch, and she can dash cancel it.
So how come when you play as
dry
her,
rush
she
it?
loses
And I
every
couldn't
time,
figure
but
out a
when
way
you
around
play
that. It
against
was
her, she
stuffing
kicks
everything
your
I
ass?
had, and she was kicking my ass. I'll admit that for sure, okay?
Yeah,
But
everyone's
if
going
I
on
was
about
facing a
Jury's
Honda,
feet.
if I was facing a Dalcine, if I
Like,
was
she was
facing a Jamie,
built
if I was
specifically
facing any
for
of these
Quentin
characters that aren't
Tarantino.
the upper top tier echelon, I was winning. But the problem was that there was like 4 or 5 matches in a row that I was facing top tier. So that was like 10 straight losses. There's nothing I could do about that. But then I kind of got back on
Well,
my
then get
footing.
good, scrub.
So overall, using Luke on day 1, all right, I had overall 58 wins, 49 losses, 54% win-loss ratio. And like I said, just based on the day 1 experience with Luke, I would argue he's my second best character in the game. And I don't even know a good combo with him. But I would argue he's my second best character in the game under Blanca. I think Blanca's by far my best character, then Luke. Then I would say
Blanca
probably
ball,
right
Blanca
under
ball.
there
That's all you do with
would be like
Blanca.
maybe Zangief or Lily or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mr. Pattern
Um,
play.
So
Just
we'll see as
spam
I
Blanca
continue to
ball over and
play,
over again and hope that
but
hits.
I couldn't believe it. Oh, you're absolutely right, Dab Hands. Cammy. I believe Cammy is top tier. I really do. Cammy's normals are so ridiculous in this game. I keep forgetting to say Cammy. Dab Hands is absolutely correct. I say Cammy, Jury, Ken, and DJ are like top 4. Luke is probably just like right under there, like just under that echelon, I would say. But yeah, it's hilarious that the moment that I play Luke, I'm beating Diamond players soundly. It's not just like, oh, it was luck. No, I'm learning the matchups. I'm outplaying them with fundamentals just because he's so good, you know. But I need to learn his combos. The thing, like, I need to get that muscle memory down. I know how to do the combos. I can't do that. I don't know the timing yet. I need to keep practicing. And once I get the muscle memory down or I learn optimal.
Wait.
combos for
Muscle
me,
memory, but you have no
things that'll
muscles,
work, that I
DSP.
can convert
We've
into
seen your
damage,
legs and
then
your
I'll be
arms.
doing
You
much
have
better.
no muscle.
So it
How
was
are you
just
supposed to get
hilarious
muscle
to
memory
me,
when you have no
literally,
muscles?
Hours in, like 2 hours into playing the character.
I
threw
already showed his
diamonds,
eyes, so we know he
slapping
doesn't
the
have a
crap.
black
I call it
eye.
crushing diamonds. I was crushing the diamonds yesterday. These people who were just basically,
Lived
they're
in
under a
Heart 2.
facade. They act, oh, I'm good. I'm in diamond rank.
Yeah, he's definitely hungover. I'm not hungover, guys. I just gotta wear these sunglasses indoors.
Effective online, and literally, it's hard to beat.
Both
because
memory,
online,
yes.
There's a little bit of delay, right? So once you see the pattern and you find the way around it, crush that diamond. You're not a diamond. You're a photo. You know what you are? You're a cubic zirconia. You don't deserve to be shiny. You should be down at the bottom with the rest of the iron rabble. There you go.
Dude is so fucking hungover.
So anyway,
I love it. I'm not hungover, guys.
Honestly,
I just need
I said
to
this last night.
use
I can't
glasses
wait to play Luke
indoors.
again. You want to know why? Because I do feel like the more I play with him, the
You
better
might
I
be using
get.
him to bait
And
interaction.
I'm going to learn more
You're
about the
right.
game, too. Using a character like him, you learn different kinds of matchups. You know, playing with Blanca or Zangief is very different than playing with a character like Luke, who's his zoning and reactions is a very different situation. And I learn more about the game by playing with him. So, I can't wait to play with him again. When will I play with him again? I don't know. I don't want to do it immediately. I feel like too much of the one character is too much of the same thing. You know, I like to go variety. Maybe we will use him later
And then you
on
go
in the
back to
week. I'm on my
Blanca.
Street Fighter 6 days. We'll see. But for the most part, that was the most successful
You'll
launch
go run
that
into
I've
Blanca
had
when you need him.
of any character. Like, seriously. It was super duper fun to play with Luke yesterday. I had a great time with it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the Luke gameplay as well. Okay? All right. So, that being said,
That being said, give
good
me
day
super
yesterday,
chats
right?
and tips
Overall,
and memberships.
I had a great time. But today, we're not doing Street Fighter 6. You guys have been saying you want variety. Today's absolutely a variety day. In
Well, this is
fact,
the first day I've
weekend
seen
will
him
be a
wearing
good
them.
amount of variety.
See
compared
Mo
to everything
Green,
we've
you're not
done
wrong.
now. So, that should be good
Yeah,
stuff.
but
So
he
what are
never
we doing
wears
today?
glasses
Let's actually talk about that.
until he gets $50.
Today is
Then
the
he starts on the stream
continuation
with
of
glasses.
Final
Like,
Fantasy 16
oh
on
yeah, he's
stream.
hungover.
And as you know, we're in the middle of a campaign mission, a big one. We're actually trying to storm a city. The city is under siege by your rival country or whatever. So you're trying to go through the city and save the city from this invading force. We're in the middle of that mission. It's actually a pretty good mission so far. I'm enjoying it. So we'll continue where we left off and see where that goes and go from there.
You're enjoying it, then
I'm
why did you
roughly
stop
about
in the middle of the
20 hours
stream?
in to Final Fantasy 16 now.
Why wouldn't you just keep
and people are
playing?
saying at the pace I'm playing, I'm basically about halfway through the
Trying to
game.
look like Neo.
Like if I keep playing at the
He'll
pace
never
I'm
look like
at,
Neo.
I'll probably beat it around 40 hours. So it's good. You know, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, the story elements have stayed decent. I do feel like the cutscenes are too long-winded in
And then the
some
glasses
cases,
come off
not
all
all
of a sudden.
cases. And I do feel like a lot of the
You
content
get tired of people
and/or
making fun of
missions
wearing glasses
are just a
indoors?
little bit padded to, you know, make it feel like a more narrative game. The combat at this point has
Or
become
did someone tip him $50 overnight so he's
so
already
easy.
at the
You know,
glasses
I
goal?
just watched the last time I played it, how there's just so much shit on the screen. You'll see today, we're going to go right into combat. I don't know what they did with the combat in this game, why they did it like that. But overall, I'm having
There's
a good time.
nothing
It's gonna
wrong
be a
with the
chill time.
combat,
This is an
DSP,
opportunity
it's
for us
just
to
you
relax,
suck.
interact, have a good time together on a stream.
Yesterday I had to
Rather than
beat
me
the
being
game. I did
focused
some of
on
the Final
fighting games,
Fantasy
we can
mode,
actually
which is a
talk
lot
and
tougher.
relax and have a good time together.
That was
So I hope you'll stick around.
very good.
For
Still.
Final Fantasy 16 today on this first stream. Okay? Now tonight, on my late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, we got something new and different. It's time for the return. Horror.
Amnesia the bunker, you're gonna hate it. When I understand that... What the fuck? When I under... Dude, shut the fuck
It's been a
up.
little while since I used that. So, yes, the return of horror. Because tonight on the late stream,
In Amnesia the bunker, the
is the
codes
premiere
are randomly generated. You cannot look up a
of
guide. You cannot be
Amnesia
like,
the Bunker.
alright, the
The
code for this
latest
is
installment in the
1809.
Amnesia
Okay.
franchise.
What? No, I
It's
didn't look
funny
up a
'cause it
guide. I
doesn't
just
feel
knew there was
like it's
1809,
been,
guys.
you know, like 2.5
apparently in
years
Amnesia
since
the
the last
Bunker, you
Amnesia
can't do
game.
that.
It totally doesn't.
They're randomly generated.
But it was, remember? I mean, Amnesia Rebirth was the last one. But man, it doesn't
So
feel
he's
like
gonna
it's
hate
been that
that.
long at all. But it's been a while. So this new one came out last month to zero hoopla, zero promotion. Like no one talked about this game. Why? It's unfortunate. It's not that it's a bad game. It's that this game came out right after Zelda, the same week as Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4, and right before Final Fantasy 16. So did you really think that it was going to get any kind of attention when it's in the midst of all these ginormous releases? Of course not. That's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen, and that's literally what happened. No one talked about it. It's as if the game doesn't exist.
And
Which
he
is
needs
sad
the
because
hype
people who
pipe
played it
of
and reviewers
newest
too said,
AAA
"Oh, the
game,
game's
guys.
really good.
Keep his channel
It's got a
going."
great vibe. It's very scary. I think what it is, you're supposed to be stuck in like a World War I or II bunker. I think it's World War I bunker with some kind of a mutated monster after you. And of course, you're trying to survive via the means of normal, Amnesia gameplay, which means you're not really fighting. You're just trying to sneak around, solve puzzles,
like
and get the
Manhunt.
hell out of there. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be. I hope that it's a good game. We're starting that tonight on the late stream. 2 hours of horror fun tonight. I hope you'll join me. That's good variety, something that we've needed, I think, for a bit, and people have wanted, and now we're getting the variety tonight. Okay? So if you've been dying for variety, all right, please support the streams today. You know,
I mean, it's why
let's be
one of
honest
the reasons
here.
why I do it
Street
black.
Fighter 6 is going well.
Gorgonite.
But
Like, I've already
it's not-
beaten
you know,
Final Fantasy
it's not
16.
always gonna have
He's
as much
maybe
support.
halfway
At the
through the
same
game.
time, I also don't
And I've
want
already
to be the
beaten
only
it.
thing that's bringing
Mind
you
you,
support.
this is his
You guys like
job.
the other content.
It's his
please support
job
the
to
other
play Final
content.
Fantasy
Support Final
16.
Fantasy today. Please support.
And I've already beaten it.
Amnesia
He's
tonight.
only halfway
I'm excited
through.
to start the new game for you. Okay. Cool. Tomorrow is React Day. Now I know that's a little weird.
React,
We're so used to saying
yak.
Saturday is React Day, but if you haven't noticed, in the last month or so, my schedule has changed. My day off is now Thursday, and since my day off is now Thursday, we need to adjust. So it doesn't really make much sense having the React Day on Saturday anymore, and here's why. If my day off is Thursday, and I come back on Friday, and Friday is Street Fighter Friday, where I play Street Fighter all day, and then immediately we're doing reacting on Saturday, that means you're waiting halfway into my streaming week to even see another game that's not Street Fighter. And I don't like that. I want to give you guys variety. So by doing it this way, we have a chance to do Street Fighter and other games before we have that break for the React show. Okay? So that's why we're doing the React show on Sundays now moving forward.
Only
Now, will
DSP
that
could
change
Sunday
again?
be
It
the
might.
third day
If
of the
my schedule
week.
changes again in the future, we might shift it around again. All right? But I think that this is the best way to go about it. So tomorrow is DSP versus the internet over on DSP
And
React.
as always, the
And
internet wins. He loses.
if you're a channel member on my sister channel, today, this is it. This is your absolute last chance to post up your clips and videos for tomorrow's show. All right? And I know we have 20 more members over there than we had last month because
I
we
say,
had
yeah, does
20 gifted memberships
Amnesia the
last
Bunker
month.
have
So if
adult
you're someone
themes in it?
who
He's gonna
likes the
hate
React
that.
show and wants to be a part of the fun, you absolutely must nominate your videos by tonight because after my late stream of Amnesia, that's when I'm going to review the videos and set up the playlist for tomorrow, and that's that.
Review.
After that, I don't
So
add
you're not
any
reacting
videos
to them.
after
You're
the
watching
fact.
them first,
Okay.
you jackass.
So
That is not a
if you
react.
Remember, head over there on the.
If you watch them
community
first,
tab
you're not
on the channel
reacting
page
to
of
'em.
DSP Reacts. There's threads there for members exclusively. Please post up your videos there, and good luck. You know, the standard members are in a randomized playlist, so everyone has equal chance to be watched. If you're an ultra member, which is the biggest level of support, we're guaranteed.
You're still getting
to watch
skipped
your
after
video
20
tomorrow.
seconds.
Okay.
He will
Excited.
still skip your video, even if you're an ultra member.
So that'll be my
Being an
first
ultra member
stream
gets you
tomorrow,
nothing.
Sunday. But what should we do on the late stream? We have two options. Option number one, a late night chill stream of Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode. I played this last week for about 3 hours. We did one night stream, but then we did a random hour in the middle of Wednesday because the servers were down. And in those 3 hours, I massively leveled up my avatar. I unlocked multiple Street Fighter characters, including Blanca, Minot, DJ, and Lily, and got some new abilities from all of them, which was really neat. In addition, we had a lot of fun exploring the world. You know, a lot more combat, a lot more leveling and fun. We unlocked some stuff in the game. So it was a good chill time, right? And the thing is, with Street Fighter 6's World Tour mode, this is completely
Agent Proper is not my
different
older brother as far
from
as
the
I
regular
know.
game. It's not competitive. It's not online. It's meant to be an offline, silly mode similar to the Yakuza franchise, where you're wandering around these different locations.
There
you're
was
fighting random enemies.
theory
you're
that
leveling up.
Melissa was
It's
not his cousin, but
fun,
actually his
challenging, and
half-sister
interesting.
through his dad cheating on
People liked it.
his
They
wife.
did. They had a good time with it. So I would consider, you know, doing that on
Be
Sunday
hilarious.
night. Or the other option is to do another community night in Street Fighter 6. The way we would do it this time is we would announce this is not a serious business night. This is a community fun night where everyone goes in and kind of messes around and has a good time. This is not to be some try-hard, serious, you know, thing. We will do those in the future. Like I said, what I think we will do, we'll actually do nights where we call it DSP versus the world, where I invite everyone to bring their absolute highest ranked characters and best to face me, and we do serious gameplay. But I think that these community nights, the more casual nights, should be we all try out different characters. Like I'll probably go back.
He doesn't
and
want to
maybe
face
try
another
Luke one or two times. I'll probably
Lucas.
do more Ryu. Maybe I'll go back with Honda again, mess around, some Dalsim, some Zangief. This is my opportunity to try out these characters that I'm not great with, but try to get a little bit more experience under my belt. You see? So that would be the purpose. Like I probably wouldn't pick Blanca at all unless someone was specifically requesting me to use Blanca. I wouldn't even see the point, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. So Sunday night can either be World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6 or community night. Now, whatever we don't do, all right, will be on Tuesday night. So regardless what we do on Sunday night, whatever doesn't happen is still happening this week anyway. It's just a matter of what order, all right? So let's talk about it. Over the course of today, would you
guys give me more money to talk
consider,
about it?
or would you prefer a community night on Sunday night more, or would you like more World Tour relaxed interactive streaming on Sunday night? Okay? Then on Monday, Street Fighter 6 will be the daytime stream, and this will be ranked online play. Who will it be? I don't know yet. Maybe I'll go back to Lily because I was pretty upset that I didn't get to play with Lily as much back on Wednesday because the servers went down, right? Or maybe we'll do a very serious session of Blanca where I try to go higher in the diamond ranks from 3-star up higher up. I guess we'll see. You know, really depends. So, you know, play it by ear and see how it goes and go from there. But I think that it's going to be a good time no matter what I do. All right? Monday night will be more Amnesia the Bunker. Then Tuesday's daytime stream will be Final Fantasy 16, as I just mentioned. Tuesday night stream will either be World Tour mode or community night, depending on what we didn't do on Sunday night. And then Wednesday again will be a major stream of Street Fighter 6 and likely more Amnesia on the night stream. Now, from what I've heard, Amnesia is not a long game. So there's very big possibility
Let's
that
look to
by
see
the
how
end of
long
this week,
Amnesia
we may
is,
actually
right?
finish Amnesia. I've heard it's only like a 6-hour game, but maybe that's wrong. Because as you know, when I tend to play survival horror games, I take longer than most people. I
'Cause
explore
you
the
suck.
environment. I read all the logs. We're interacting, so I'm not rushing through. You know, so maybe I won't beat it this week, and that's fine. There is zero rush to get through Amnesia. I want to play it slowly. I'll have a good time with you guys. It's a
Main
different
plus
kind of
extra,
game.
6.5
We'll see what
hours.
happens, okay?
According to how long to beat, it's 6.5 hours for main plus extra.
So let's see what happens.
How
and
are
go
you
from there,
banning?
but that's the week, all right? Now remember, we have a special
that out
event
of my
coming up
hand.
this month, and that special event is the Dark Side of Machinima long-form React event over on my sister channel, DSP Reacts. This event will take place on Saturday, July 29th, 2 weeks from today. All right? This event will be a long-form react to the Machinima documentary by June the King, which is about an hour long. So, you know me, when I pause and I'm talking, it's probably going to take me at least 2 to 3 hours to react to that documentary. But in addition to that, I'm going to have so much more to add. Why? Because I was a partner with Machinima for over 6 years. I was one of the big holdouts. While other content creators were jumping ship and going to other partner networks, I stayed with them for the longest time.
You mean doing the smart thing?
I have history with them. I saved my email communications with them. I could tell you about all these different situations.
But will you actually show the emails, or are you just going to read them and be like, well, basically it says this. Well, it kind of says that, guys.
Like, I can say whatever the hell I want. All right? So it's going to be a fun, long-form event all day.
No, it's
I
not.
hope you guys will join me.
Actually show the emails. Don't just...
There's going to be food.
What it basically says is this, guys. Like, no.
There's going to be a little bit of
show us the emails.
It should be a good day overall. I hope you'll join me for that.
But you know you won't show the emails because the emails will not be what he says they say.
Invigoration to the React stuff. Because as you know, the React channel hasn't had that much going on recently. However, there was a review of the Super Mario Brothers movie the other day. And I am happy to say...
And you had no idea what the fuck you were talking about.
Did pretty decently.
You had no idea what you were talking about.
You know, performance-wise, it actually is the most viewed video on that channel in a while. Clocking in at about 1,400, maybe around 1,500 views as of this morning. You know, and still climbing. You know, I just released that review, what was it, Tuesday night? That's not bad for less than a week on that channel. That channel, you know, the videos don't get that many views. So I'm happy that the video did that well. Because that's what I was hoping. You know, I'm doing a review on that channel. I'm hoping that it's going to bring in around 1,000 views possibly. And so that review did pretty good. All right, so this week, I'm going to do another review for that channel.
Don't forget, he has 200,000 subs on one channel. 200,000 subs on one channel. Guys, I got 1,500 views. That's amazing.
I guess I saw Chris Pine.
Like, how the fuck are you going to be all 1,500 views is amazing.
You guys told me about it. That's how I first got
and actually, between the two, he probably has like close to
and
$250,000.
then you guys told me it was good. Well, that's interesting. I don't really know that much about Dungeons and Dragons, but you know, maybe the movie will be good. Well, I'm going to watch it this week, and I'm actually going to review it. I'm trying to think exactly when. I'll probably review it Tuesday. Reason being, usually like the night before a Street Fighter day, I usually will try to watch tech videos the night before to do some research to apply that to my game the next day. I know. Can you believe this? Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe this? Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely true. I actually researched Street Fighter 6 before I play it. I've actually put that much time and attention into the game. I'm actually learning and trying.
But you can't take time to edit videos.
I never do that. And I've done that with Street Fighter 6.
Can't take time to do anything actually good for his job.
So I hope you guys understand when I tell you I actually really like this game. You know, I don't do this with anything else. I've done it only for Street Fighter 6. So since I study Street Fighter 6 the night before the days that I play, I'm probably going to watch this movie, you know, either like tonight, or I'll probably end up watching it like Monday night. Okay? So once I watch it, then the next day I'll probably review it. So probably, I'm thinking around Tuesday, after all my streaming, I'll probably review, you know, the Dungeons & Dragons movie for you guys. And I'll put that review up on DSP Reacts. So that'll be cool, because now you got another movie review there. And then what I'll likely do is the week after, I'll probably do a retro review. I'll probably watch a movie from my past, you know, from growing up that I really like, and I'll probably rewatch it for the first time in years. And I'll probably do a nice retro review for you. So you're going to have some good variety.
That can actually be a fun thing to do, because you'd be like, man, I remember this back in the day. Oh, wow, this is a lot different than I remember it. Wow, back in the day, this was considered hilarious, but nowadays it's really, really bad.
So I hope that you'll give all that a look. And maybe consider becoming a subscriber over there. And hey, maybe consider becoming a member over there. You know, that's how I make my living on that channel. That's the only way you make money. I can't really make money on ad revenue on any of the videos. Most of those videos are React videos that get claimed right away. But it's the memberships that are really keeping that one going. Please consider becoming a member. It's good, good
please
stuff.
Consider giving me more money.
So suggest the videos for that weekly React show if you're a member over there. Okay? Cool.
He does color. That's why his haircuts at Twirls and Curls
that pretty much covers everything I want to talk about.
$70.
We do have a couple news stories to cover today before we get to
I don't dye my hair. Then why do your haircuts cost $70?
Hello, how you guys doing? Welcome.
Like, there's no reason for a haircut to cost $70 unless you're dyeing your hair.
3 new stories I want to cover today. Story number 1. The Ninth Circuit Court denied the FTC's, Federal Trade Commission's, request for injunctive relief. Microsoft is now free to close its Activision Blizzard deal as long as the United Kingdom situation can be resolved. If you don't know what's going on, basically this means all those things that were trying to happen to stop Microsoft's purchase and merger with Activision Blizzard, in the United States, they're all taken care of. They're done. There's only one thing left, one hurdle left. There was something going on in the UK where the UK was against it, but they weren't fully against it. They were basically saying something about, I don't know, it was something weird about cloud gaming or something, but basically it's something that it feels like it could be resolved. The thing is, they have to resolve it within 3 days because there was a deadline for them to actually have this merger done, and it was July 18th. So they literally have 3 days, well, less than 3 days.
Jade will never play DSP. DSP won't allow it.
And have this thing go through.
DSP
people
hates
are feeling
his dents.
very, very confident. And
The more
they
of
feel
a dent
that
you
on
are, the more he
Monday,
hates you.
It's going to be announced that it's
Because the
gone
more
through
you
and
remind him
everything's
of
good to
him.
go. So we'll see.
This
and
guy
if that
talks
happens,
and
how
acts just like
fast
me.
will the transition
Reeee,
happen?
me. That
Will
makes
it
me,
immediately be
Reeee, me
shift
feel
in-
bad.
And change in power? Will there be change in leadership? Will there be anything changing? Right? We don't know. We do know that most games, like a lot of people were saying things such as, oh, well, immediately all Activision Blizzard games are going to go onto Game Pass and stuff like that. That's not true. You know, most of these existing Activision Blizzard games have existing contracts with other companies. For example, Call of Duty is absolutely locked into contracts with Sony through 2024. So the first year that Microsoft would have a chance to make any kind of changes to Call of Duty would be 2025. So we still have 2 years to wait before they might say, oh, okay, now it's on Game Pass and stuff like that. Do you see? So,
And they probably got a new contract,
here's
I'm
the
sure.
thing, it's been a year and a half. Yes, this is how the crazy legal system works. A year and a half to get any actual progress in something like this. And now it's taken so long, right? Who even knows what's really going to happen, right? By the time that this thing goes through. So, it's interesting. We'll see if it really does go through or if it gets blocked. But speaking of Microsoft, this was a shocking announcement. Ladies
Should
and
they try
gentlemen,
appearing
how many
offline?
of you are familiar with the name Major Nelson? This is a gentleman who has worked for Microsoft for over 20 years. For many years, he was the face of Microsoft to the gamers, especially during the Halo years, when Halo was huge. The years of Halo 2, Halo 3, and all that Xbox 360 era. Major Nelson was way big in the industry, known as the face of Microsoft to the gamers. He, would go to press events. He'd be at E3 covering it. He'd be all over social media. He ran podcasts. He ran other shows in media, okay?
And real podcasts,
So,
not the kind of
basically, this
DSP
guy
runs.
was a big wig at Microsoft. But it was really weird because here's the thing. I follow certain people on social media. And if you don't know, he's actually one of the people I follow to learn about news about Microsoft. And what I've noticed is that in the last 5 years, he started to be treated a lot differently by Microsoft. For example, he used to be the guy they sent to E3. He'd be the guy they sent to the big
Well,
event.
E3 is
He'd
not
be the
really a
guy
thing
who
anymore,
went
so why
there
would they
to
send him there?
the Game Awards or whatever, and he'd be there in person covering it and, representing Microsoft. And what I started seeing is that they basically scaled his role back, and essentially what he did, he started running this podcast, the Xbox podcast, once a week, I guess, and he would do that. And outside of that, they would send him everywhere else but the big events. They'd send him to fucking Venezuela for some Xbox launch event there. They'd send him, you know what I mean? And he liked doing it. Don't
Man,
get
can
me
you
wrong,
imagine
can
getting
tell he's
paid
a
to
positive
travel like
guy.
that? That'd be
You could
awesome.
also tell he's deflated because I've seen in the last few years he'd make posts like, well, hope all my friends at Game Awards are having a good time. It's everyone from the industry that I know and I miss you guys. And it's like, what? This used to be the prominent guy to do that. And for whatever reason, he's not anymore. They don't even send him to the events. And what I think happened is it was a culture shift. During that Xbox 360, early Xbox One era, FPS games such as Halo and then at some point Titanfall, they were the prominent pushes for Microsoft. When those fell by the wayside, as you know, Microsoft doesn't really talk or do much with Halo or anything anymore, right? Let's be honest, Halo Infinite came and went. So, since that happened, his name, Major Nelson,
DSP definitely knows
is
about
his
the
Xbox
channels,
gamer
doesn't
tag,
he?
and he used that because that was his rank in Halo. Get it? He was supposed to be a major in Halo. So, times change, and sadly what happened was I felt that they felt like he basically wasn't prominent. Not that he's not a good worker, he's not a good guy, he's just not prominent anymore. No one really talks about Halo, so no one's talking about Major Nelson covering Halo, right? So, he announced yesterday he's retiring from Microsoft. He's not retiring from work, but he's retiring from Microsoft. He's leaving
Something
the
you will
company
never be able to
after
do,
20
DSP. You
years
will never be
working
able to
for them.
retire.
And there are a lot of opinions about this on the internet. Some people are like, well, good on him. He's moving on to something bigger and better. But then when they asked him, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I don't even know. He's like, I don't have any plans. I'm done with Microsoft. I want to move on. And people are like, wait, what? So you're leaving? You don't even have a job? No, he doesn't. He's going to basically take
Well, you left your helicopter job without a real job lined up. He's going to try
to find something then. But, he just wanted to leave. And you know what? I got to give him respect. If you're doing something in life you don't like anymore, because
like working at the helicopter factory.
Sometimes you just got to move on to something different or better for you, and more power to him. I mean, again, he was synonymous with Microsoft for like a decade. Everyone knew Major Nelson was the guy who went and represented Microsoft at public events and things. And now they don't even bother talking about the guy anymore. They don't send him to events. They basically just downscaled his role over and over and over. All his friends in the industry he doesn't even see anymore. It's sad. Following
it's
his Twitter,
sad that he has friends and you don't, DSP.
Because he constantly says, oh, man, there's all my friends at this event and I'm not there. It's like, wow, that's messed up.
Oh, Lena Manuel ban.
Anyway.
Don't mention I don't have friends. I got to ban them, guys.
Yeah, he's retiring. And a lot of people have, first of all, everyone's chiming in and saying, good well wishes for the future. Whatever it is you decide to do next in your life and your career, go for it. You're he's well respected in the community as a really nice guy, professional. Everyone likes the guy, okay? But at the same time,
like me when I left the helicopter job.
This could be a sign of bad things at Microsoft. If the good people are leaving, that's not a good sign, right? If this is someone who's well respected, everyone likes the guy, but it looks like he's
the guy were they watching his
Microsoft
Twitch
to the point where he's leaving. That's not a good sign at all. Is this a sign of things to come? Now that this Blizzard merger is going through, are things going to change overall with this company for the better, for the worse? I don't know. But it's kind of weird, the timing, too, that this announcement came immediately when this merger is going through. He announces his retirement.
Take a sip, sleazy asshole.
So anyway, that's just it's a news story. I don't really necessarily know how pertinent it is to us, but, I want to cover it. And then lastly, get this. Ubisoft has announced a haptic gaming suit for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
What?
Yes.
Oh, now you can show your phone.
A haptic
For years, he couldn't show his phone. For
suit.
years, showing the phone was a death penalty.
You put the shirt on,
and now you can show it all you want.
And give you effects based on Assassin's Creed Mirage's gameplay.
I need that for VR. I need that for VR so much. Please give me that for VR.
It's from a company called OWO Game.com. I don't know the pricing because I didn't bother clicking on it. I mean, here's the thing that gets me. We already know Assassin's Creed Mirage is one of the shortest Assassin's Creed games in like a decade. It's not going to be the big open world formula of games like Odyssey or Valhalla or Origins. It's a shorter game. It's meant to be more of a mainline, old school, throwback Assassin's Creed game. So why would you then design and sell a haptic suit for the shortest game in Assassin's Creed in the last decade?
Try to make more money?
I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, and on top of that, how many
DSP
of us were
he
calling
doesn't know how to
for,
do that.
hey,
Those
when I'm
fans don't
playing
know
a
how to do
video
it.
game, I actually want to feel the video game. Like, seriously, when someone punches me in the face, I want the whole suit to rattle. When someone kicks me in my ass, I want it to jerk me forward. You know? When someone stabs me in the guts with a hidden blade, I want it to actually impale my intestines. All right, maybe that's a little extreme, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, who asked for this exactly? And you know,
gamers,
this is
real
not
gamers.
An accessory like this, any of this gimmick shit always ends up being expensive because it's exactly what I just said. It's a gimmick, and what they're trying to get is they're trying to get these techie first adopter people, right, to try to jump into it.
It sounds
absolutely
awesome
because half the time it's not good, and they're paying top dollar, and then it's nothing that's used again. Can you imagine? Let's say this suit's like $200-300, right? People buy it, and it's literally never used again for any other game, right? So now what do you do with it? Well, I guess you put it in a case in your house. You stare at it like a fucking idiot because you just wasted your money, right?
Gee, Mr. Statues and paintings.
I just think it's kind of ridiculous. I've been
hidden
around
in
now
the
for
nook
15
and will never
years,
see the light of
and
day
I see
again.
all these trends. I saw the motion control trend where everyone was waggling around with motes. Then I saw the camera trend where everyone was dancing in front of a Kinect or the PS Move camera or whatever. I've seen these trends come and go. they don't really last. You know, I mean, even look at how PSVR 2 is doing. It's not doing well at all.
Motion controls are
despite
still
the
a
fact that
thing.
Sony tried to spin it in a complete
Motion
bullshit way,
controls
which
are
is completely
still a
false.
thing.
It's not
They've
doing
been going
well
strong
at all.
since the Wii came
These
out.
days of this nonsense are over.
Let's
You know,
see.
people just want good core gameplay experiences. That's what
When
they're
did the
seeking.
Nintendo Wii
They're not
come
looking for
out?
some bullshit periphery experience that they want to drop insane amounts of money
So
into.
going on
So,
20 years. It's been 17
who on
years
earth
now.
thought that this was a
Going
good
on
thing
20
to
that
do?
motion
I have
controls
no
has been a
idea.
thing.
But I think it's hilarious. Of all the games to develop
This is a
it
stupid
for,
gimmick that didn't
you wait
last.
until you have the shortest
I'm
Assassin's
pretty sure
Creed game in
17
recent memory.
years
That's
going
what you
strong
designed
is
this peripheral
lasting.
for. Like, why didn't you make it for the longer games? I don't get it. All right. Anyway, that's the news for today. Nothing too special, like I said. Let's do some shout-outs, all right? And when we get through the shout-outs, then we'll do some Q&A. We haven't done Q&A in several days, so it'll be fun to do some open Q&A with you guys today. And
No
then
one
go from
wants
there,
Q&A.
all right? So on the YouTube
Not a
side
single
of
person on
things,
the
I wanna
planet
say
wants
shout out
Q&A
to
with you.
Orange.
You have
Orange
nothing to
re-upped their
say.
membership for 13 months. Thank you for that, O-Rings. Outside of that, we have nothing there yet. Again, guys, to reiterate, it would be great. I need to build
It would be
back
great if you gave me
support
more
on this
money.
channel. Gifted memberships would be a huge way to do that today and to help out your fellow viewer. I'm sure there's hundreds of people waiting in the wings who would absolutely appreciate a gifted membership today. Please consider
Well, why
it.
don't they
Outside of that,
take a
thanks in
membership
advance for
themselves then?
anything, but that would be a great way to help right now. Okay? Thank you. On the tip side of things, we start off today with a $6.66 tip from Lady Charisma. So let me go ahead
Uh-oh.
and get this on the leaderboard and let's see what Lady Charisma has to say.
I say, dude, that
I don't know why the H is capitalized. Must have
because you
some
were still
delayed
pressing
action from
shit
my
when
finger.
you typed H, dumbass.
I had a slow reacting finger to release the capital. Release the shift key. Okay. So, Lady Charisma says, as someone who only played competitively in Arc Sys fighters, the meta play in Street Fighter 6 is killing me. I main Juri and Cammy, and I tend to use bread and butter combos as I do in Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, but I don't see it as pattern play. If it doesn't work, I fall back into normals and I feel out the round. I'm not sure, as I don't want to seem cheap or try hard. Is there a difference between having a key combo and playing a pattern? Is it kind of it is kind of disheartening to feel like I'm being cheap playing characters I like for not being high tier. No. Here's what I mean when I say playing a pattern versus actually having high level knowledge of Street Fighter, okay? You need to have bread and butter combos. That's great, actually. That, you know, to have your essential combos that you can land and have that muscle memory that you can land them all the time. To have those go-to moves and mix-ups, that's fine. But the key difference between someone who's playing a pattern or someone who actually is good at a
Yeah,
fighting
motion
game
control.
is
What
being
was
able to
it?
react,
Like one of the House of Dead
adapt,
games on
and
the
have knowledge
Switch?
of things
No, on
outside of
PlayStation
the
4.
pattern.
My friend, or PlayStation 3,
Perfect
whatever.
example here.
My friend had it.
Right now,
it
there
was
are
so
tons
fucking
of
cool to
people who
actually
just
be
play
you know,
10.
aiming
They
a
only
gun controller
know
at the screen
10
and
safe pattern.
shooting the zombies.
Mid-range,
Like,
throw
it was
fireball.
so fucking awesome.
Drive rush. Do
It's so much
medium
better
punch,
than
or drive
click
rush.
X,
Do low medium
click
kick.
X,
Do safe combo. Do another
press
safe
R2,
combo.
click X.
Fish for your punch. If you get it, drive rush combo. Get you to the corner. Do a mix up. Game over. That's all they know. The
Because it doesn't
moment
care
that you
about
get
acting,
around
dude.
that pattern,
Acting
they
doesn't affect
have
him, guys.
no clue how to play the game. They don't stop your jump-ins. They can't stop your own mid-range mix-ups or moves. And if you are outplaying them like you parry, oh my god, you parried me? Now it's like they just dropped a load in their pants. Like, oh, what do I do now? They don't know what to do. They just fall apart. That's the difference. You know, you should have a strategy. You should have a bread and butter strategy and bread and butter combos and things that you should be doing.
You
But
mean pattern
if
play?
you literally only know that and you just use that ad nauseum to get ahead and win matches, and you don't have an upper knowledge of the game outside of that, you're not a good competitive player at all. And sadly, I hate to say, from what we're seeing from Diamond players, that seems to be a lot of the Diamond players. They've just got ahead by playing this one pattern, and the moment that you get out of it, you know, look at the Hondas. All these Hondas do a bunch of headbutts, lot spammed, you know, trying to counter hit people, and they do butt slam into mix up, either butt slam a throw or butt slam hands combo, a push to the corner, and then all of a sudden spam drive impact. That's their pattern. The moment they can't do that, they have no idea how to play the game. I mean, look at my Luke. I'm just zoning them basic fireballs, anti-airing their butt slams. They can't do anything. Like, what do I do now? Well, learn the game. Don't just learn your one pattern and do it 500 times. Actually, learn the fucking game mechanics. Learn the footsies. Learn
You wanna
mix-up,
play the
learn how to
fucking
react,
game?
Learn how to read. Stop being a fucking automaton. I play pattern. I win online. Sadly, I hate to say it, this is what a lot of people did in a lot of other video games. Like you mentioned, Arc Sys games. Dude, Dragon Ball FighterZ, that's the whole game. The whole game is, I know a pattern, do the pattern, mix the enemy up, get one hit, I win the whole game. Because I did the one hit, giant fucking 1,000,000% combo. Oh, mix up, another 1,000,000% combo. Game over. It's a flashy game. Don't get me wrong, it looks nice. But that's not high-level competitive play. People who are great in those games are not going to convert over well to a game like Street Fighter 6.
What?
Outside of playing that pattern.
He's parody. How are you going to recover from that financial investment
what's
into your hard
different?
keys?
Like, Guilty Gear is very different. Guilty Gear, I feel, is very hard to play. I think, like, it's weird. Like, the earlier Arc Sys games, I feel we're at a higher competitive level than, like, a watered-down game like Dragon Ball FighterZ. You know, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ, I really do feel like it's a watered-down game when you get to the competitive nature of it. But, you know, Street Fighter's a hybrid because you can play that pattern, but then you need to also have the knowledge of the game. And that's the problem, is most people just aren't taking the time to learn. They learn that, they memorize that one strategy that you can use over and over with a character.
Exactly.
And they just haven't been doing it since a month and a half.
Blanca
So they're
ball.
sitting there in mid-range diamond, and they don't even understand the game.
He loves
but they
Blanca's
fucking
balls,
think that
what
they're
can I
good.
say?
And then they get slapped around by good players, you know? So that's what I mean when I say that. Don't get me wrong. You listen, you're supposed to have bread and butter combos. You're supposed to have decent strategies from mid-screen or whatever, neutral. But also learn them and get the game. So when things go wrong, you can recover and try different things. You know what I mean? That's the other thing too. Like, that strategy doesn't always work against every character. So shame on you if you're using Ken and you win against everyone except 2 characters who the pattern doesn't work against, but you just say, oh, well, I'll just take the losses. No, don't take the losses. Learn the game. Learn how to beat those characters without playing your stupid pattern. You know, it really is bad because there didn't used to be stuff like that back in the day. There were no pattern play. The games were so simple. You couldn't play a pattern like that and win. There wasn't these elaborate mix-up patterns you could just do over and over and win Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors in the corner. So it was a little different back in the day. You actually had to be better at the games. Today, the skill level
Is that why you kept losing
you can just learn
back
basics
in the day
and you can win online
and not winning
over and
Evo?
over, you know?
Even after going several years in a row?
Anyway, I digress. Enough about fighting games. I received a $2 tip. So, this person says, haptic suits are perfect for a VR game or experience, but
Yes.
mobile games, it's laughable. Yeah, you know, if you're doing an immersive
It would be awesome in
experience, you're
VR.
already in VR, and now you got a suit that maybe, you know what I mean? That maybe, okay, I get that, I guess. If you're already going the extra mile and you've got the VR experience, then having a haptic suit, but playing Assassin's Creed with a haptic suit on, like, what? The other thing that gets me too, go take a look at the picture of it. It totally looks like it's like a rippled muscle suit. It's like, what if you're not skinny? What if you have like you're some chubbiness to you? Does it even fit?
Like you?
Is it stretchy, or is it like a muscle suit you put on and now it's like crushes your body? I don't know. It's just the whole idea is it looks like a joke. It does. It looks like they're not being serious, but apparently it's real. I don't know. Anyway.
Now who are you banning?
So someone is elaborating on this haptic shirt. They're saying that shirt wasn't made for Assassin's Creed Mirage. It was pre-existing, but now they have purchased a license, and they're selling it as a special tie-in version with Assassin's Creed Mirage that is a special edition, I guess, that has like branding on it that says Assassin's Creed. And he says, it's not meant to be a product for the average consumer. It's a tech enthusiast product. No kidding. Is that not my point? That people mainstream are not going to buy it? But, and yes, I didn't think that they specially designed it just for that game. My point is, if you're going to have it tie in with the game, why be that one? It should, you know, I mean, like, that's like the worst game to tie it into. No? It seems like it is for me. Like, why on earth would you want the shortest Assassin's Creed in the last 10 years to be the one you tie in an expensive tech enthusiast product to? It doesn't make sense. Okay. Now,
go outside.
guys,
Never.
we're pretty
Tasia.
much done with the show. All right. Anything
You
that I
can't
had
go
to talk
outside.
about. We'll open it up to Q&A for a little bit. You'll see what you guys want to
No
chat
one
about.
wants Q&A,
We got
DSP.
Chad, who asked how are Cat and Jasper. They are good. Jasper was being silly today. We had a lot of birds in the backyard, so he actually jumped up and was like swatting our back, sliding door. Not that he's gonna get the birds, but he still
Trying
likes to
to
do silly
escape.
stuff like that. So that was funny. But outside of that, nothing too crazy going on today. It is a hot day. This week in general has been very hot here in Washington State. Today's another hot day in the 80s outside. So we're gonna need our air conditioner. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Whoa! Says here it's gonna be 90. Oh man, well.
87.
Leaving that AC pumping, that's for sure.
87, not 90.
Boy.
Stop
Yeah, it's gonna be
exaggerating.
90 degrees, so we gotta have everything closed and everything going crazy here. All right, cool. Let's see here. Any update on DSP Lost Media? As I explained, I'm thinking next month is going to be a great month because next month is my 15-year anniversary. I think that's going to be the time we're finally going to do a lot of stuff related to the past. And I think that one of the things we should do is determine soundly, profoundly, and officially what we're doing with that lost media. I'm leaning
today
towards
we got
rebranding one of my
rain
older
and
channels
storms. Thankfully, the
and
storms went
uploading
south
it
of
there.
me.
I really am.
I was able to do this. If it was
I think
storming
that
out,
makes
I
more
wouldn't be doing
sense
this right now.
than me uploading it to DSP Gaming and flooding the channel with all those videos that people will not understand and not like. So maybe put it into a different channel and that way, if it's already a defunct or dead channel, you can get over there and subscribe. You don't have to worry about being flooded with other content because I'm not going to put up other content except the retro content. You see? So it might make a lot more sense about that. I think we'll do that. So we'll talk about it, but it's probably going to happen sometime in August.
He's just a poor boy. He needs
Hello,
no
Juan David
sympathy.
Ortega. 5 days of your Independence Day. You're very excited about this.
When's
You've
your
been telling me
wedding
about this for
anniversary?
3 weeks. So I hope
Don't
you have
ask
a
him
good
questions
day
he doesn't know the
coming
answer
up
to,
on your Independence Day.
guys.
Play a VR scary game. Arkham, I can't play VR games. Number one, there's just not enough space in this office to do it. I know because I've tried. And number two, I can't do interactive streams with you guys if I have a VR headset on. I wouldn't be able to talk with you. I wouldn't be able to do
Interactive VR
shout-outs.
horror
You know,
is
I've changed
amazing.
my formula to be different from what VR.
Yeah, I gotta find that on my
I'm not
channel
gonna
right
do
now. I'll post a link
Yes,
to it
I've
in the
ridden on a
chat once I
tricycle. I
find
owned a
it.
tricycle when I was a child. What's the plan for dinner today? My wife is going
Don't
to
Knock
make
Twice, I think.
homemade meatballs in a slow cooker with sauce and other things in it. But the thing is, she's going to do it differently this week because last week she tried it with leaner meat. It didn't work. They ended up
Was
being
it
too
part
dense.
1 or part 2? What was
So this
that?
week we got the
I don't
fattier
know.
meat,
I'll
which is going to end up being
post
more
both.
moist meatballs. And she's going to add different
Moist?
ingredients to it. But the flavor last week was amazing. They just
This
weren't
part
great
1.
because it was the wrong. It was basically the wrong meat consistency. So we're gonna have homemade meatballs in a slow cooker, and then we're gonna have that with marinara and some pasta today.
I have no idea
Some
which one I just
zucchini
posted.
or something like that. So there you go. Do I prefer Burger King or McDonald's? It all depends on what I'm craving. I love the Whopper. I seriously to this day still enjoy the Whopper sandwich. Outside of that, I don't know if I really like anything else at Burger King. I used to like their onion rings, but now
Actually, I think I
they're
just
onion-
posted
onion paste.
Part 2
At
in there.
McDonald's, there's still things there that are craveable to
Yep,
me,
I did
like the
post
little
part 2
cheeseburgers
first.
or the quarter pounder with cheese.
Part 2
I
and
like
part
those.
1.
But then at the same time, other things I used to like their fries or their chicken nuggets, I don't like anymore. So in reality, I don't really enjoy at all either one. I don't really go there. It's very rare if I would go to Burger King or McDonald's for anything. Maybe
Unless you're
once or twice
DoorDashing
a year,
McDonald's
tops,
at
if
midnight,
that.
would you be admitted to
It's
doing?
usually on a whim. There's nothing else. There's something else. We usually rush and grab something quick to eat or whatever. That's when I would do it. So yeah, no big. I don't really prefer either, honestly. Crowder Jack says, "Where did I get all my artwork?" As you know, I used to go to gaming conventions when I first was getting big on YouTube over a decade ago. The years 2010, 2011, 2012. I went around the whole East Coast, circuit of gaming conventions. Back then, they were much smaller than they are today. Today, they're like giant and huge, right? Back then, they weren't as big. So I would go, and there would actually be like Artists Alley and places like that, and I would run into artists who were making this kind of artwork. So at the time, I was rolling in money from ad revenue on YouTube back in the day.
Where'd all that
and I
money
had nothing
go?
else to spend it on, so I went and I bought up a bunch of art. I got multiple Mega Man artworks. I got this nice one of Punch Out. I've got 2 different Super Mario Brothers. I've got a Ninja Gaiden 2.
I used to make so much
I have
fucking
others.
money, guys.
I have
Where'd all the
others.
money go?
So I got all
None of your
them.
business where all my
And,
money went.
Now,
It went to
after
bills.
over a decade of having them kind of sit around or sit on a wall, I now have active use. I put them in my backgrounds every month. We shift them around. So that's where I get these from. It's not that I've just bought them. These are over a decade old. In fact, this one here says 2009. So this one is 14 years old. All right. And this one here
Still wearing the same shorts. Holy
2012.
shit. Do you not own another pair of shorts, though, DSP?
This one here's 2012, so this is probably one of the last conventions that I even went to, where I got this one. So that
Last
one's
time you
11
went out in
years
public. Holy shit,
Yep.
guys.
There you go. Argomass, am I almost done with Final Fantasy 16? Well, first of all, I don't spoil myself on the games I play.
Yes, you
but
do.
No, last time I was playing, people were saying I was about halfway through.
Yeah,
So
halfway
probably
through. I've already
50%
beaten the
of the
game.
game at
Mind
this
you, I have a full-time job. I have shit going on. I have friends.
Well, let's see here. Frank Weiss says, would you consider making another food channel? I don't have a food channel. What do you mean another food channel? It seems like something you're passionate and knowledgeable about. Maybe you could do recipes, reviews, etc. Do I like food? Yes. Okay. Am I a foodie? I mean, I like watching certain food shows and stuff, but I'm not necessarily someone who's crazy. I don't travel the world looking at going for food and stuff like that. I'm not a good cook. I'm not. Here's what I can make. Okay? Sandwiches. And when I mean sandwiches, I mean like grilled cheese and stuff like that, paninis. I'm good at that. I can make a really good salad because I did it for like 4 years in high school. I know how to make good chopped salads and things like that. You know, anything that's stir
But
fry.
when you eat the salad,
basically you just toss it in a wok or a pan, you fry it up with some oil, you stir it. Simple. I'm not a good cook otherwise. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't
You
have
touched
any
the toilet
experience. I
numerous
don't
times
dabble
without
in
washing
that.
your hands.
If I had a food channel, I wouldn't even know what I would have on it. I don't have time to travel and try various kinds of foods. All right. I had a series called DSP Tries It, where I was trying fast food once a week, and eventually it went by the wayside for 2 reasons. Reason number one, I was getting older. I didn't want to eat fast food every week. The fast foods were drying up, meaning there wasn't enough variety of fast food in the area to really support the show anymore. It was always, go to Burger King, and now they have a new Whopper with a different slice of cheese on it. That's not even really new. Why am I covering that? You know what I'm saying? So really there wasn't enough to support the show anymore. It was getting boring. I didn't want to eat fast food anymore because I was getting older. And then on top of all of that, the other reason, it wasn't profitable. Like, no exaggeration.
The
You
only
guys have to
reason it
understand
wasn't
something,
profitable.
right?
That's the only reason he
YouTube
cares
used to be
about.
very different. It used to be you put out any video, and it could get anywhere from 5,000 to 25,000 views. And no exaggeration, that video would make you anywhere from $20 to $50, okay? Back in the day, I would put out a DSP Tries It that would get like 30,000 views, and I would make $100. $100 on the fucking video. So imagine going to Burger King, buying a combo meal for $8, coming home, filming yourself eating it, putting out a video, making $100. That was my reality. Today, I make the video, I put it out, it gets, 1,000 views, and I make $2. So now I'm spending $20, or okay, let's say a combo meal is $8, $9 today, to make 2. I'm losing money on food. Do you understand?
They even
That's
made
why I
that
stopped
it'd be
doing
$20
DSP
because you
Tries It. It didn't make
DoorDash
sense
it.
to even do it anymore. So basically, I got to the point where, it didn't
Thank you
make
for admitting it
sense.
would be
So to do a food channel,
$20 fucking
I'd have to
because you'd be
change so much content up. First of all,
DoorDashing
you
it
probably
instead
want
of
to see me cook.
going to
Well,
the
I
damn
don't
store
cook.
that's literally a
Now I
mile
have
from
to
your
somehow
house.
figure out a way to film myself cooking in the kitchen. I don't have a video editor. Can't edit video, so how would I do that? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I can keep going on and on about this stuff, but it's like I don't see any of this happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how it's viable. I understand there's a lot of foodie videos and foodie channels on YouTube of people who are like known for that. I'm not known for that. Listen, do I like talking about it? Sure, why not? But I don't think if I had a channel of food content that it would catch on. I'm just being honest. And now you're talking,
Just being
not only do
honest,
you want me to do the
guys.
gaming that I'm doing, not only do you want me to do the React stuff that I'm doing, now you want me to take even more time out somehow to do food stuff. So now the other things have to suffer. You see what I'm saying? Like, it seems like people have ideas of things to do, but no one realizes that I'm literally
Well, his
one
pass clicks per
I'm
million
one guy.
anyways. But you
And
make
I-
$100
you know what I
on
mean?
a single
Like,
video,
I don't have
guys.
the ability to do all this stuff. I just don't, I wish that I was a person who had unlimited resources, time, and a team of people working with me. Imagine if I could just cook, and then so I toss that footage to a video editor who edits it and makes these great professional level videos out of it.
You have a
right?
wife who
And
only
people
works 3
enjoy
days
it.
a week. She learn how to
That's
do
not-
video
I've always
editing.
been a one-man show. I always will be a one-man show. That's not going to change now. I've been doing this for 15
You could always
years,
have your wife learn how to do
I'm not going to
something.
get any more popular. So,
Guys,
you know,
having my
it is.
wife learn something
Do I like
would be
food?
too
Yeah.
much,
Would it be something
guys.
I would enjoy. Yeah, I have a passion for it a bit, I would say, but I'm not a cook, and I don't know what content I could put out for you guys that would be meaningful.
That's why you would learn
It
on
seems
the
to me more
fly,
of a
like you do
hobby
with
where I'm putting
Street
a lot
Fighter,
of time and money
dude.
and effort into it, and nothing would really come of it. Doesn't really make sense when I'm trying to run a business. You know what I'm saying? Mika says, how much did the Homefront the Revolution review make with over 1 million views? Keep in mind, the Homefront the Revolution review that I put out on KO Gaming, that's one of my defunct channels, was before the adpocalypse. Okay, before the adpocalypse. For what I saw, for when I was tracking it that year, I probably made between $3,000 to $4,000 on that video. Yep, just that one.
And where did that money go, DSP? Where did that money fucking go?
Okay, but
to bills.
Today, with the adpocalypse,
hey, go to Fiverr and pay someone to do it.
Less profitable on YouTube. I have no clue what I would make. I would be shocked if I'd make $1,000 on a video like that. Honestly. JD,
you're not wrong, Levy. You're not wrong.
Community nights on the morning stream. Well, first of all, if you're doing it in the morning, it's not a community night. Okay, that's just wordplay. Obviously, that's just being silly.
Being king of semantics.
Being a little stickler. But, I mean, eventually, if there was enough demand for it, yeah, we could do like a daytime stream for people who can't make the night streams. But I would prefer to have it on a night stream of 2 hours because I think that 3 hours, you're kind of pushing it. It's a lot. You know, you want to leave the 3 hour streams for making major progress in ranked, or doing major progress in a narrative-based game, as opposed to just kind of like random casual play, do you see? But I understand what you're saying. If you wanted to eventually play with me, you know, maybe I would do that, yes, if there was demand for it.
There is demand for it. They're talking about it in your chat right meow.
Okay.
I love how it does about back in the day, guys. I made millions.
Independently is what
where'd
separates
the money
you from
go?
other content
Shut up.
creators. If you start employing other people, excuse me, you end up having to represent them or vice versa. You know, I just saw a random tweet on Twitter last night. And now, I just want to make this clear. I'm not a political guy. I don't side politically with anybody. But I saw James Woods did a tweet last night, okay? I don't follow him. It just ended up in my feed randomly. And it was kind of a political tweet because he's a political guy. He claims that he's been canceled in Hollywood for being a Republican, basically, all right? But basically, someone were talking to him about, why don't you monetize your Twitter? You can now monetize your Twitter account. And if you monetize your Twitter by becoming
how about you do that,
a
DSP?
Verified person or whatever, essentially you'll get a cut of the
doesn't
ad
vote.
revenue that shows up in the ads and all.
Really,
your
Green? Leaving the house to go vote?
You know, James,
Ah!
Because you're a political guy, you get a lot of people who comment on your tweets. You might make some money doing it. And he basically responded and he said the following. When you accept money from someone, that person now owns you. That person now has some level of control over you. And he would prefer to be independent with his thoughts than feel like anyone has some kind of control over him. Do you see? Now, I don't really know if that applies to this whole Twitter ad thing, but I could totally understand that. There's been so many times over the years where I've been offered the opportunity to represent a game, to advertise a game, to take a paid sponsorship or a paid advertisement to
But you'd rather cry and beg your fans for money instead.
I get emails about, hey, we got this new indie game, we got this mobile game, we got this, we'd like you to you know, push it, represent it on your channel, you know, for this amount of money, and this would be the contract.
Of course, Green Gruff.
This amount of mentions. You have to have this little video
imagining
ad that plays
DSP
in
leaving
your
the house
video and
willingly.
stuff like that.
That's a good
If you haven't
one.
noticed, not once have I ever accepted those. Not once. Why?
You took Mario
Because
Go
absolutely
and Sonic Go
right.
to the
If
Olympics.
you take that money,
But you didn't admit to it until you deleted it because you hated the
It's now
game.
a paid advertisement. And even though there still might be people who get entertainment value out of it, right? Essentially, it's an owned video. That company now owns that content. You know what I mean? Like, they paid for the rights, and now they own that content because of the ads in it. And, you know, I don't ever want to go that route. I want to be that no matter what I'm doing on the internet, I have the ability to say and do whatever I want and be honest with my audience. I don't ever want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells and something that I say could lose a sponsorship for me, could cost me an opportunity.
By
I hate
pretending
say
to
it.
exterminate
There's
the
a lot of
Jews?
people on the internet who used to be independent, and now they are 100%. Everything's a paid advertisement. Everything's a paid sponsorship. The most ridiculous things. Why is there a fucking gamer who's pushing a food product on their stream? They're a gamer. They don't know shit about food. But, hey, it's a paid advertisement, and they get paid for it, so push the product, right?
So ethical
That's the kind
guys
of stuff I'm
crying
telling
and
you guys
begging
you gotta
fans
be
for money
careful
instead of
about
actually
when
working
someone
for
is
it.
only making content for the sake of taking the paycheck. That content is null and void. You got to be careful because there's people out there who, man, they'll sound like they're honest. They sound like they're doing it because they have passion. No, they're doing it for that paycheck, or else they wouldn't fucking take that fucking shill opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So
How
I
dare
don't
they
know.
work for
I'm
money,
not
guys?
that,
Not
you
like
know?
me,
So,
who just sits here and begs for money all
you know,
day.
that's what I mean. Like, I try to be different. I've always tried to stay different. If you're right. If I have employees who are under me, and I pay, now
No
I'm
one's under
responsible
you,
for those
DSP.
employees. I'm responsible
No one is
for
under
the
you.
level of work. I'm responsible for all of this. Like I said, this one-man show has been going pretty long. And by the way, I should say this too. I want you to understand something. I don't do it alone. It's through a community of people, right? Like
That
the
do the work
artwork
for
I have on my
free.
streams,
They don't even
the
get
lighting I
name
have
shout
behind
out.
me, this camera that I'm staring into are 3 different people who all contributed to this content to make it better. And together as a community, we make good times
Quit
together.
fucking
You know
with
what I'm
your
saying?
hair.
That's how it really works. Is that that's true crowdfunding. You want to talk about crowdfunding? It's not just money being thrown your way. It's effort. It's time. It's investment. It's knowledge. And that's how I am where I am. Not because of any kind of investment from a fucking corporation. I'm not backed by a fucking company paying me. It's people who actually have passion supporting the content and improving it. That's awesome to think about that. That literally
It's awesome to
everything
think that
here
I get all this because of
is from the
begging instead of
community.
working.
It's not some fucking corporation paid for this.
It's not some
This is
corporation
not,
paid for this. It's
know,
you
Chick-fil-A artwork.
giving me your
This is not a fucking
allowance or your
Raid Shadow Legends
disability
webcam.
checks, guys.
This is all the community made this happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing.
Take that
So,
Raid Shadow Legends money, dude.
There you
fucking
go.
hell,
What's
give me all the
hilarious
Raid
is-
Shadow Legends
I
money.
wouldn't mind if you had a paid sponsor. Well, I would. That's the point. That's how I'm different.
Doesn't matter about
How do
you
not
guys,
get
and what
that,
matters is
right?
me.
And the thing is, people don't like that because they want to pretend that I'm not different. They want to pretend like, oh, his content's bad or whatever. And you can't. When you actually look at the things that set me apart from everything else, and they're actually concrete, then they want to discredit them. Well, fuck you. No, I've actually strived to stay independent for 15 years and not be under some influence of outsiders and people who tried to do this shit to me over the years. You know what I mean? It's different. It is very different from other people who are constantly
we
doing that
work to
kind
get
of
the
shit,
money
taking the ad, taking the
without
paid
actually doing any work.
bullshit, taking the $50K to be
Yes!
something you don't want to be.
Take
just
the
for sake of making a
$50,000
fucking
and
getting
be-
that bag.
Fucking hell.
You know what you could do with that bag? You could shove it up your fucking ass. Because that's not
Bouffant.
what I'm about. I'm here to be passionate.
Now, there's a
to
word,
make
Kid Flynn.
real content, to have good social interactions with a community who cares. That's the difference between me and everyone else out there taking their bags and fucking making it, man. All right?
Yes, how dare people make money? Then stop asking for money, asshole.
Okay.
Who's about to get banned? Gavin W?
JDTV, I hear you. You're right. There's things that would be great things to my setup that could be good. He suggested that Divoom device. Thank God I didn't buy it, right? Thank God I didn't buy it because I just had my food disposal break and I had to drop ridiculous amounts of money to get that replaced, right? So what I mean, like, all these things, well, Phil, why don't you just upgrade your PC? Well, here's why. Because this shit happens and my money has to go to these essentials. I don't have money to do the optional stuff right now, Like I said, hey,
I'm pretty sure
anyone in the
WWE
community
champions
ever
and
wants
DoorDash aren't
to
considered
help
essentials
support,
there, DSP.
And you don't want to care. I don't want to do a contribution on a stream. You don't have to. There's many ways you can support. I said people were recently saying if I had a Steam Deck right now, I could play Chrono Trigger, which I've wanted to play for years and years and haven't had access to play it. It's
So donate me a
stuff to
Steam
consider.
Deck. You don't have to donate
All
me
right?
money.
If
Just
anyone's
donate
ever
me
interested in
a
talking,
several
email me.
$100
We
device,
talk behind the
guys.
scenes. This is how this has always happened.
Holy
over
shit,
the years.
DSP,
Seriously.
really?
This is
You
how
don't
this
have to
stuff
donate
is
money.
possible
Just
to
give me
do
a
that.
several
All right,
$100
I
device,
appreciate that so much.
guys.
You'll buy me a PC Mini, says Canadian Kirk. I don't even know what that is. What the hell's a PC Mini? Now, Arkham, I'm not going to be setting up my phone in the freaking kitchen and recording it. We're not going to do nonsense like that. It's ridiculous.
Really? The time it takes me to cook something, I could be playing WWE champions, guys.
I received a $5 tip from Chapman. What makes Blanca's gameplay appealing is the journey you took to get good and make Diamond. With you, Luke, you started in the big leagues without much work. You're right. You're actually right. When I started with Blanca, I didn't understand the character at all because he's very different.
You
in Street
can't
Fighter
emulate,
6,
dude. His computer can't handle it, guys.
than he is in other games. Like, he plays nothing in Street Fighter 6. The only thing he has in Street Fighter 6 that's like super turbo is that he can do the short roll to create distance, and then you can do a mix-up by either landing and doing a combo, or throw it. I think out of all his techniques, that's it, and maybe the slide too. So he has 2 moves that are the same as Super Turbo. Every other move is
Blanca
different.
Ball is super easy spam.
The hop properties are different. The roll is completely different. His combos and juggles are different. Everything's different. And you're right. I started. Where did I start with Blanca?
Now who you banning?
I have that data right here. When I first played with Blanca, what was it? Day 1? I think it was the first character I picked. Was he not? I started in Gold 2-star, and throughout that first session of playing with him, I went all the way to Gold 5-star. Then I went up Platinum 1, Platinum 2, Platinum 3, Platinum 4, Platinum 5, and I've gone all the way to Diamond 3-star. So, yeah, you're right. I think here's what happened is, you know,
What
now
happened
that
is
I've
you
played
spam
Street Fighter
Blanca
6
Ball
for a
over and
month
over
a half,
again.
I now possess the knowledge of the fundamentals to do well. So I would almost guarantee you, any new character that I pick, I'm going to end up in, like, high-ranking Platinum or Diamond. I guarantee it, because those placement matches, I'm going to end up winning some of them, even though I shouldn't. I'm going to end up winning some of them because, like I said, the basic fundamentals beat these pattern players. So you end up in Diamond, even though I don't even have... should I be in Diamond? No. But also, 80% of the people in Diamond shouldn't be in Diamond. They just played a pattern and got wins doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand what you're saying. What I would hope is that as I continue to play with Luke, I learn more, and basically I can entertain you. Like, I felt that the Luke streams yesterday were actually quite good, because here I am playing basics.
Oh, of course you felt they were good because you're winning.
The fly. Just playing yesterday, I was learning on the fly with Luke and getting better over the course of the hours I was playing with him. By the end of the day, those matches were nail-biting sweats matches, right? Because, you know, I couldn't do a giant combo, but man, I could counter hit. I could beat these things what they were doing. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. So, you know, but I understand what you're saying. To see that slow climb from gold all the way up the ranks is cool. You could watch those Blanca videos to see the gameplay improve and change over time and evolve. While with Luke, it was like immediately diamond. I get you. Sadly, that's how they set up the game. You know? Once you have those basics under your belt, the moment you go to your placement matches and win a few, you're in diamond already. So, okay. No, I've never seen George Lucas in person, Willow. I don't even know anywhere where he's been in person. I don't go to, like, Star Wars conventions and stuff. Dan the Man has tipped me $4.20 to say, Phil. What's going on, Dan? How are you today? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the support here. Appreciate that. Jade says, I want to say hi. Final Fantasy 16 is slow and long. Yeah, like all these RPGs. Exactly. All these RPGs, this was the problem with June. It was either Street Fighter 6 or 3 insanely long, slow-paced RPGs. You know? There was really no balance there. It's like 2 extremes. So if you don't like one of those extremes, you were kind of bored. I'm happy we're doing Amnesia
But
tonight.
it's
I hope Amnesia
your
the Bunker
stream.
is good.
You could have chosen anything you wanted.
I hope it ends
You
up
could have
being a
chosen
good
any
game
freaking game you wanted,
because,
DSP.
You know, we're in a situation
No, it's
where
not
we
my
definitely need
fault.
that kind of
It's
variety
someone
in
else's.
the
It has to
streams
be.
right
It can't be me. It's fault. Jade finished eating his
Tomorrow you're doing
crayons.
classic
Terrible.
Taekwondo. Oh,
But true.
interesting. Is Taekwondo practical, or is it more of an exercise of discipline and physical fitness? Because I don't really know the difference. I know some martial arts are
You don't know
meant
the
to
difference
actually
between
be
physical
legit
fitness
self-defense
and
fighting
not being a fat
combat,
piece of shit?
while others are meant to be more, you could use them for a little bit of technical competition and fitness, but really you're not going to fight with them. But I don't know if Taekwondo is one of the serious ones or not. I can't remember.
They're all serious, DSP.
Received another tip. Excuse me.
And as always, it gets more money during
I
the
received a $6
pushing than it
tip
does during anything else, which is
from
hilarious.
Canadian Kirk. I'll do it. I'll donate a PC to you the size of a Mac Mini. I also watched the Dragon Ball superhero movie. It hit me in the nostalgia feels. It's only $4 to own. Do you want that too? Dragon Ball
That was a pretty good
Super?
movie.
I mean, I haven't watched Dragon Ball in ages. I've seen absolutely none of the Dragon Ball stuff from like the last decade. And I know that was the whole Super series, right? Dragon Ball Super, I think.
I thought it was really good.
I
I
don't know
enjoyed
about
it
that.
when I saw it in
I don't
theaters.
know. I mean, here's the deal, and I say this all the time.
I thought you were an
okay?
anime fan.
If someone is seriously interested in donating something, please email me. DarkSidePhil@hotmail.com.
Gotta email me, guys. You
Identify
can't
who
just
you
tell
are
it
that we've talked
during
on
my
the
stream, because then
Let's have a little
people
bit
will
of
know that I
back and
got
forth
it.
about it. Please.
That's actually why he was mad at Rich, because Review Tech USA offered it publicly. How am I supposed to keep crying and begging for a computer if you offer it publicly, dude? You're fucking up my scam.
Just don't buy and send me anything. I'm not exaggerating. If you buy me something and just send it to my house without running it by me, it goes right in the trash. And I couldn't tell you what things I've thrown out in the last decade of people who do this, because I just can't trust stuff being sent to my house with the amount of harassment that my family and I get. So if I get something, I thought, what is this? Did you?
So you could have gotten a stream deck sent to you, but you didn't run it by me first on my email, guys, so I can't trust it.
You know, I can't take the risk. So please be sure to run it by me.
Holy fuck, this guy could have thrown away a Steam Deck and he would never know because you didn't run it by me first. Hell.
I guess we'll see. You know,
what if you're a
obviously,
detractor?
Like underpowered PC that's not going to really do much. That's probably a waste of money and time. But if it's something that has practical use, I don't know, emulation or something, I don't know. We'd have to talk about it. Goldfish says, I recommend Dragon Ball Super. It has a new tournament. It's amazing against strongest fighters in other universes. See, I know about that because I was playing for a while back in the day. You know, we're talking 2015, 2016. I was playing that Dokkan Battle game, right? Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Oh, you mean the mobile game?
What's funny about it is I stopped playing it, and then a couple years later, I wanted to go back to see what it was all about. My account's gone. Basically, they didn't have account backups. So if you deleted your account like I did, because I at that point, I forget if it was like if I wiped my phone or if that was the last time I got a new phone. I can't even remember. But basically, I went to go back. I re-downloaded the game. Oh, you don't have an account anymore. I don't. I tried logging in with it. Nope, you don't exist. Deleted all my progress. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not going back to that one. But no, like that game had all the characters from Dragon Ball Super in it. I don't know who the fuck they were, but it had them all in it. Like, what was it?
Thank you for admitting to spending more
Goku
tens of
Rose or
thousands of dollars
It really wasn't Goku.
on mobile games.
Impersonating Goku or something like that.
Goku Black. Don't shoot, he's not black. That's a hell of a meme.
JDTV, I hear you. Dex says PC minis are just in tiny cases, special builds, especially powerful. No, equally powerful, but very compact. People build mini PCs inside desks or glass cases, even see them inside fish tanks. It's just tiny. Huh.
One way to water cool is with a PC in an aquarium.
Interesting. Anyway, Canadian Kirk says Dragon Ball Super Hero was released in theaters. It's a brand new spanking 3D animation. Oh, I don't know anything about any of this. Arkham, I have a PC.
How did you miss all the
almost
ads
10 years
for it?
old now. I bought it in the summer of 2014 when I first moved here because my intention was to keep my old PC, but within a few months of moving here, it was having tons of issues. It wasn't even turning on properly anymore. So this PC,
Because you never cleaned it
every day, all day for 9 years. Yeah.
Because you never cleaned it,
Wade
jackass.
Mills says, I love you, Phil. Gee, thanks, Wade.
Guys, the thing
Right
I never
back at
cleaned or
you,
took
Wade.
care of, it doesn't work anymore. Help!
Oh, Goldfish says it was Goku Black was the impersonator. Then who was Goku Rose? I don't know. Whatever.
One of his new
All right, see you later,
transformations,
JTT.
jackass.
Diablo. Two Heads Same Coin says, have you seen the all i1 gaming PCs now? Everything's built into the back of the monitor, no tower. Oh, I know they exist. But those here's the thing. Whenever you get one of these gimmick PCs, you're trading something off, right? So if you get an all your PC built into the monitor, how are you gonna upgrade that? What if later down the road you want to change the graphics card? You want to change?
You're not doing that,
You
DSP.
open the monitor. Fuck.
You're
with it?
not
Of course
changing
not. Yeah, you don't wanna
shit.
do that. You know, really, it's a gimmick. Oh, everything's in your monitor. Yeah, but now it's standard.
But you're
PC,
never going to
man.
open it. You won't even
You
open
know?
them to clean them, let alone switch out a part.
Arkham, I wouldn't know.
Jackass.
I've only been to Canada once, and it was Newfoundland, which apparently is a very different thing from mainstream Canada. So I don't know. Arkham's saying that he thinks
Newfoundland, not
Canada's the best country.
Newfoundland.
I've
Newfoundland.
never really been there. I don't really know many Canadians,
Oh,
so I couldn't really
fuck.
answer that. Canadian Kirk says the movie is literally called Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Superhero, like double super? Superhero? It's funny.
Stare at chat instead of playing the game. Stare at chat instead of playing the game. What we should do, guys, we should stare at chat a little bit longer instead of playing
that
the
even
fucking
work?
game.
So Dex says basically a micro PC is still in a tower, but it's a super tiny and compact, like the size of a cereal box. How'd that work? How would you fit a graphics card, a processor, all the RAM, the fans, the heat sinks, you know, the all the, you know, all that? How would you fit all the capture card? How would you fit all that in the little box? Wouldn't that overheat? Right? Huh? Like right now, my PC, and of course my PC is 9 years outdated, has a ton of fans. It's got 2 rear fans. It's got 2 side fans here. It's got 2 side fans on the other side. I believe it has a fan on top.
It's gonna save the channel, guys.
So it's got like an insane amount of fans just to get it going. What it's doing. So how the hell? How would you do that compact? Right?
Magic.
I don't know. I don't know.
I got freaking. Oh, Canada.
Dan the Man has just dropped a 5-member bomb on the channel. Congratulations to
Dent
the
Man.
Nick Rules, Rune Farm, Mango Ice Cream, Eshel, and Soundless Blade. Thank you so much, Dan the Man, for supporting DSP Gaming's community today. That's very nice of you. That gets us up to 486. Guys, it would really be great if by the end of today, we could get back to 500 members. I know we can do it. Between Final Fantasy and, of course, Amnesia tonight, I know we could do it. Please, if you
got a
like
mouse
the
in your
content,
pocket
if you
again.
support it in any way, I'd appreciate that. Gifted memberships would be a great way to do that today. Also, we're at 53 likes. You guys know I try to hit 100 likes every stream. If you could like the stream, if you enjoyed it today, I'd really appreciate that too.
Man,
Lucky 3 Leafs
that
says
chat hard, isn't
they make the parts you listed smaller for these called micro ATX builds, and yes, those builds run hotter because they're so much smaller. They don't have the fan, so probably wouldn't want that. I don't know about that. Like I said, for me, what I would enjoy is having the ability to do basic PC stuff. Like for example, I've been wanting to play Chrono Trigger for years, and every time I say I want to play it, people are like, it's not on console. You gotta play it on PC, and I'm like, well, I can't capture from my PC and stream. If I had a micro PC, I could get Steam on there, right? And I could get Chrono Trigger. I'd hook it up to my TV, and we could do it that way, right? We could play it that way. That would be neat. I would love to do that for you guys, to have a Chrono Trigger playthrough for you, you know?
Just emulate it, jackass.
I'm sure there's other things too, you know, PC kind of centric stuff that we could do on there.
Like Baldur's Gate 3 in August instead of waiting for September? And $10 cheaper?
Oh my god. So what Dex says is basically all the big components of a micro PC you put somewhere else. So you have a tiny PC, but next to it a bunch of components that don't fit in it. So what's the point? Wait a minute. What's the point? Then it's really not small, because that's not your PC. Your PC is this and all this bloated shit on the side sitting in a stack. I don't know about that. That's funny. Sea of Stars will be on Game Pass, says Tubs. Oh yeah, it comes out in August, right? No, I'm not going to Evo this year. I told you guys. As much as I'm enjoying getting back into
You've used emulator to play
Fighter,
Pokemon
I
Uranium.
have zero, and I mean this, zero desire
Pokemon Uranium
to go to a
was
tournament,
weird.
to play at a competitive level against people who've been insanely hardcore practicing, because I'm not. You know, I just don't have that passion, or really that amount of time or money investment to do it. It takes a lot of time and money investment to do that shit. I don't have the ability to fly out to fucking Las Vegas for a week just to play at Evo. Well, who cares? What's the benefit of doing that? You know, I don't think I would. No one's gonna care about me doing vlogging out there, right? Can't film the event. The event will be live streamed anyway. So it's like I'm taking away from a week of work where I should be at home earning money for my family to fly out to Evo.
Over $10,000 a month, but he doesn't have the money for it, guys. Never
like,
forget.
who cares?
$10,000 a month is not enough.
Just don't care about that stuff anymore. Thank you to Crispy Papas, who re-upped their membership for 3 months, so you can get a cheap build to play basic games.
I don't want a cheap build, guys. I want the most expensive. Aren't you listening to me? It needs to be
Jay Wong
expensive.
misses me. I'm fairly certain I am the last thing on Justin Wong's mind. Like, really? If you were to ask him right now what's on your mind, say, well, what about Dark Side Phil? He'd probably be like, why the fuck would I think about Dark Side Phil? Right? Like, what are you talking about? I've literally been out of the competitive community since, well, I haven't been to an Evo since 2007. 16 years.
You haven't left the house in
I
16
haven't been to
years?
a
Damn,
tournament
DSP.
since 2012. 11 years that I even attended a tournament in any capacity. And even those last few tournaments I attended, I forfeit and went to my hotel room and played fucking Dragon Age in the hotel room and uploaded videos. I'm serious.
Wow, what a bitch. I was getting my ass handed to me, so I just quit, guys. I just quit because I was getting my ass handed to me.
How good was John Rambo at Street Fighter? He was quite good. His Dalsim was excellent in Super Turbo. I've been watching his videos.
Rambo mentioned, yeah.
When I watch videos of Street Fighter 6, I basically look for video footage of the highest ranked players playing, you know, and watching those archived footage. Because that's the thing, like, isn't it true that all matches can just be accessed now, no matter what, as long
He
as
does
you're
have a
playing online,
PS3
it's like,
and a 2.
watch it.
I'm surprised we still
I
had
just
one
search
sitting somewhere in his
number
house.
one ranked so-and-so, and I watch those matches, and I watch like a montage of, you know, 10, 15, 20 matches, and try to absorb as much as I can. That's what I'm doing.
Absorb them like your Majin Buu?
All right, you guys ready? Yeah, people are saying let's get started.
Let's get started with the actual game, you know.
Thank you all.
What
Great
you're supposed to
chill
be doing,
podcast
DSP,
today,
the actual
right? No
fucking
drama.
game.
Nice, relaxing podcast today. It was a good one. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too.
But wait and see where
Hope you
exactly
enjoyed the
he's
chill
at in
vibes.
the game before I stop the stream, because holy shit.
As the summer-long party continues here on DSP Gaming, thank you so much for watching. And
donate,
I'm happy today that we're
don't
doing
forget
a
to donate,
non-Street Fighter
guys.
day for variety purposes. And I hope that you guys will continue to show up, and no matter what I'm playing, obviously.
President of
But
his
today
fans
might
made
be
him
a little bit of a
exclusive
different
Final
audience.
Fantasy 16
That's always a good
fan
thing.
art.
Thanks so much for supporting DSP Gaming, my friends. And now,
Because he doesn't
on
want
with
on
the show.
PS3, he wants a
As for the
Steam
podcast,
Deck.
I will see you all tomorrow.
He doesn't care about Chrono Trigger, he just wants a Steam Deck so he can claim that he has one like a
All right.
real gamer does.
Cool. So,
Real gamers have a Steam Deck, guys.
I should probably make the camera the right size. There we go.
Why the fuck are you wearing glasses indoors? You look like an idiot.
Okay. So, real fast, I'm just going to use the restroom, and then we're
But
going to
use
come back
restroom
and get
before you
started.
started the
Is
stream.
that centered? It's
Having
hard
to
to
urinate
tell.
this often,
Hold on.
DSP, is
Let's
not
figure this
good. Sign of diabetes.
And to hit the controller anyway.
And the controller wasn't even available. He wasn't even ready for that.
Almost centered.
One of these days, DSP might actually be prepared for a stream. Today's not that day, though.
Here we go. That's good. Yep. Slightly more? Ah, fuck it. It's fine. I don't even care. It's good. Okay. Okay, guys. Real fast, I'm just going to use... Yeah, it is not centered. God damn you freaking shit. How's that? That's better. Okay. Real fast, I'm just going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm not going to monetize you. Just going to mute the mic. Come right back. Okay.
Gotta mute the mic so you don't hear him playing WWE Champions. Then you hear, yes, finally got the new Hulk Hogan. Oh shit, they probably heard that. Guys, I was not playing WWE Champions, I swear. So much better than playing the fan art or anything. Just sit here in darkness and silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to see you. Or again, I have no idea what the actual lyrics are. Holy fuck. Commercial break? Who would want a commercial break? Oh, let's see. Cool.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you. The best part of waking
I had to turn the Facebook back on, didn't I? I'm an idiot. I was not paying attention, was I? Oh well. Yes, very easily amused. Now we're just stuck here waiting for dumbass to come back. Well, while we wait, let's, should be in.
I hate this idiot. Come on, man. Do you want to play the fucking game?
Something DSP does not want to do. Man, how's it going? It's just insane that this is his job, this is his livelihood, and yet somehow I was able to beat him. I was able to beat him to beating this game. Been working full time, friends, family, you know, get out of work, go kayaking with family for my birthday, all this other stuff, and the DSP. Nothing but playing video games. He's only halfway through already. Like, you're only halfway through. Mind you, we started playing the game on the same day. Both started playing this game on the exact same day, and yet somehow I beat it, and he's not done yet.
Wow, I just received 1,432 gifted memberships. That's amazing. That's going to hit a new record here on DSP Gaming. Thank you so much to the mysterious chargebacker who just did that. Thank you. Pepito Jones, so you're going to play the new Zelda. No, I absolutely refuse. There's no way, in any way, shape, or form, that I would play the new Zelda. I've heard so many horrible things about it. I've heard this horrible lightning mechanic. It's driving everyone nuts. There's no way I would ever play that game.
Only drove you nuts because you wore metal in a fucking thunderstorm, jackass.
I just finished it, actually, last week. I just finished it, so check out the playthrough. It's like 50-some hours here on the channel. All right.
Not prepared at all, is he? Holy shit.
Casanova, how's it going? Good to see you. I just hope you're well. Thank you, Casanova. Hope you're doing well as well. Let us jump back into the world of Final Fantasy 13, shall we, everybody? Shall we?
13?
Why do I feel like this is now... Is that better now? Hold on. I feel like it wasn't... Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Final Fantasy 13? Don't you mean 16,
we're in the midst
jackass?
of a story component. We just got arrested, remember? And we're getting broken out of jail. Okay. Dex says, got a PS5 last night for a steal. Cool. Congrats. Do you think this is the game everyone should have, or should I grab something else? Do you want my opinion? It's not a bad game, but it's also not like a system seller to me. It's all right. Seriously, I just feel like it's all right at this point, which is not bad.
Because it hasn't made enough money.
It's a good summertime game.
Made him more money, he'd be happier.
I'm not seeing it as like a must-play situation like a lot of people are saying. You know what I mean?
I'm glad he's finally getting around to playing Final Fantasy 13,
Chat says,
guys.
I'm working, but I got your stream on in the dash of my piano delivery truck. Wow. Well, don't drive off the road watching me suck at this game, all right? Cool. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Last time around, if you remember,
now you figured out
we're in the midst
which
of a
game he's playing.
major story mission where we were basically going to this town to save them from an invading army that was out to get Clive. Well, we got to the town, and they jumped us, basically.
I have to get to the courtyard.
And they got your friend / I guess romantic interest Jill. They captured her. So now it's up to you to break out of jail. You were just freed by what was his name, Gav, and you got to try to go free.
Oh, so you didn't
Jill.
unlock the
Well, apparently they
supercharged
said they were going
Torgal
to
yet. Holy fuck, you're way behind
execute
this game, DSP.
in the public square. Is what they were saying. All right.
You want to remaster
Here we
Final
go.
Fantasy 13? Well, I mean, if you put
Cracker
all
Jack's is
3
ahead of
Final
him in the
Fantasy
game. I'm
13
sorry to hear
games
that,
on
Cracker
one
Jack, so I guess I'll
disc,
see you later. He doesn't want to get spoiled.
I mean,
What's the system seller of PS5?
that could actually
I don't
work.
think there is one. I don't think there's an Xbox or PlayStation system seller this console gen. Really, I don't. I don't think that there's been many great exclusives. So,
That could actually work if you put the entire trilogy on one disc as one game.
like, most
It could
recent
actually
good
work
games
as a
would likely
remaster.
Be, the God of War series, God of War Ragnarok for PlayStation. With
That would
Xbox,
actually probably be worth it.
shit. I don't know.
One
Halo
of the biggest
Infinite,
issues with
which
the
at
first
this
Final
point
Fantasy
is
13
pretty
game
much not
was
existent anymore.
there's no
I don't know.
airships, there's no side maps, that's literally
That's about all I can think
walk
of.
down a hallway, walk down a hallway, walk down a hallway.
Well, there's nothing else out
But
here.
if you
so I guess we're
count
going
the
up
first game
stairs.
as only like part 1 of a 3-part game, that's only one
Nice
game.
piano music.
It could actually probably work.
Do, 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 do.
That would actually probably be worth it. And here comes stupid charged Torgle.
We are fucked if you don't.
Yeah, his plan is run in and fight them all. What do you think he's gonna do? Torv.
Torgle.
Torgal, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Torgal? Not Torv. Torgal. Bite his balls off, boy. He is, look. He's gonna bite the balls. What is with it? What the hell is this? Since when? Since when could he do that? What the heck just happened?
This is literally him unlocking a DSP.
Since when could Torgal do that? What the hell just happened? Look at this.
And no banning the space cat.
What was that? It's a new game mechanic? Okay.
Can you stand?
They really just shoved that right down your throat out of nowhere. Like, Torgal? You could transform?
Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
Need this?
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here.
You hope, anyways. Obviously, he does, but
Thanks for transforming, Torgal. I don't know if there's ever going to be an explanation for that, but okay.
there is. Just play the game, DSP, and you'll find out. Guys, I don't want to play the game. I just want you to give me money.
Everyone, with me.
Hey, using skills I didn't use. Kind of interesting to watch and see like different skills and how they work.
Yes!
To me, boy.
Yeah, since I've already beaten the game, it's not like you can spoil me on it. A lot of times I'll be playing a game that I'll be planning on playing later. It's like I don't want to get spoiled, but I've already beaten it, so he can't spoil me.
Where did this lot come from?
Jill, can you still fight?
I can try.
You only have 2 bars
That's
for
so
your
ridiculous. Look at this.
limit break?
So much for him.
He hasn't upgraded much, has he?
Double execution. Jeez. Double execution.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be
Look at
ours.
these two idiots. We like to flip.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Yeah, your reward's gonna be yours, huh? How about this? Do you not see our insane abilities, you stupid idiots?
Let's come.
His DSP superpower make everything boring. That's what it is. I can't believe he's this far behind in the game. Like, I freaking beat it yesterday. He's barely halfway through. He hasn't even killed Tine yet. Killing Tine's the halfway point. He hasn't even done that yet. Good question. He didn't grind or upgrade anything during the Zelda playthrough. And he bitched, guys, why are you killing me so quickly? Because you're not upgraded anything? Why won't I upgrade stuff in RPG, guys? That's a stupid mechanic, upgrading stuff. But That's literally what you do in an RPG, dude.
Can't even see what's going on. I got knocked on my ass. Couldn't see it.
Because they play Max Difficulty. Which Final Fantasy mode I did like when I played a bit of a new game PlayStation, right? It's pretty neat.
Foolish to the super chat says this game has too much visual clutter. At this point, I agree with you. Like earlier on, it didn't, but now that you have all these abilities, it's just like constant clutter on the screen, and it's very hard to discern anything from anything else when I'm doing the combat. Like I can't even see the enemies anymore. So how am I supposed to do like a dodge if I can't even see the enemy? And I can't. It's just like so much shit out, so many effects. Like they didn't even think about how they would work together. They just made a million effects and said, "Oh well, just throw it out there."
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead.
Are we gonna address
You get in
Torgal
there
right
and
now?
finish the job, eh?
Hello, Torgal. What is going on?
If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
I guess not. We're just gonna say Torgal's a good boy. Look at this.
He's the best boy.
He's got rockets coming out of his asshole. Like, literally, rockets are coming out of this dog's asshole. Look. Can you imagine what he ate for breakfast? I mean, holy shit. Don't stand back there.
Make it about butt stuff.
Melt your face off with that sting. What is going on? But we'll just, you know. We'll pretend like that's not happening or something.
Well,
right?
2 hours of pre-stream. He's actually gotten game overs, which I never got. Even when doing a Final Fantasy mode, I never got a game over. He's had multiple game over screens. And he'll stop in the middle of he'll be like,
"There's Torgal
pause the fight, guys. You haven't
do
texted me in a while. It's been like
people
an hour and a half since anyone gave me a
We already
tip."
have a list of important quests to do, thanks to Grim Ripper. I don't know if Grim Ripper will be by today or not, but Grim Ripper had sent me a lot of interesting advice about the game, and some of the important quests are some of the things he sent, and I'm definitely going to do those. So. Kupka.
You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust.
I wouldn't say they're that long, but they do happen. He'll just randomly guys, spend an hour and a half, there's been no tips. Or, guys, we only have like half an hour to go.
So if
It'd be nice if we could hit the membership goal.
Who's in charge, right?
No!
Who's in charge?
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
Nyeh.
It was you.
It was me the whole time.
You.
Chill games. Well, I got that Straight Lights lined up to kill time between now and Baldur's Gate when that comes out on August 3rd. Haven't played it yet. Haven't seen a video of it yet. Trying to go into it as blind as possible.
I guess that's technically right? But it wasn't like it was a murder. They were fighting. They were both
Pops, how's it going?
I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong.
So let me guess, first we're going to fight him, then he's going to turn into Titan, and we're going to have a big icon fight. It's going to be a big epic boss fight now, probably.
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
You're not Jack. This ain't the Titanic, but you're about to go down.
We would rule like the gods we are. But you
Yeah, I don't want to see. It's like with Steam, you get the early access version for $60.
I think it has a skin
I can play it right now. I can get to level 5 and get through Act 1, but I refuse to. I'm not touching it until the game comes out. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to see anything except for that bear fucking scene. Apparently, that's all over Twitter. I'm trying to avoid it. I want to go into it blind.
And what have you?
I can't wait. Baldur's Gate 3. Woo!
How many people have you killed?
They've already announced you can get up
How
to
many
max level of
dreams
12,
have you crushed?
which seems a little weird, but I have to wait and see how it goes.
You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them.
All right.
You'll get no pity from me, Kuka. No pity. And no mercy.
Especially with a name like Kupka. Like Cupcake. All right,
Now it's
Cupcake.
Kupka.
Time to die, Cupcake.
No, don't spoil Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, it's Zoro.
Whatever is an elemental weakness, right? Hit me with the sledgehammer.
Come on, kick his ass.
Quick time.
You will die by my hand, Rosfield. My
Kick his
hatred
ass.
for you is unending.
Come on, Kupko.
And nothing. Let this palace be your grave.
The whole floor. Whoa. Kill my momentum, you asshole. Great, now we're in a dirty basement. Can't see anything.
Come on, get up and kick his ass. I'm still surprised he's gotten game overs, but he has. Like I didn't get a single one
like
the
a
entire time I
tomb
played.
underneath his own castle. The Rossville Castle.
The world has chosen. I am in my element.
That's not really. He hasn't expanded his.
Can't fucking
He's
see.
not done the side missions to expand the pouch that holds your potions yet. He just now got the upgraded torval. He only has 2 limit break bars instead of 3 like I think he should have at this point. He's not done jack shit at this point.
Titanic counter. Look at this.
Come on. No disappointed, scooped up. Also, he doesn't have any big attacks yet. With his much mouth, kind of hard to understand what he says. There you go. Say, why weren't you using that to begin with?
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends.
Nope. I got out.
Dang, it would have been funny if you had gotten hit.
Oh my goodness.
Kick his ass. Kick his ass. On to go kick his ass. I mean, it depends. Have you done all the side missions and stuff yet, DSP already?
So much to talk about during this fight, let me tell you guys. So much going on.
On. He was already asshole.
Wow. brain is getting sensory overload. I mean, essentially all I do is I ignore most of his attacks, and then when I see one big one being broadcast towards me, I dodge, and that's when it says precision dodge. Outside of that, I'm just attacking and doing my Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors, like flowing motions through the different elemental stuff. So I just keep doing it in a loop, and it works. It's just, you know, there was not much to that. I healed twice. I used 2 big potions. I guess he caught me with 2 big attacks when I was doing my combat, right? So I did that, and outside of that, you know, there just wasn't much to it. It's just, again, you just kind of go through those motions. So, by the way, I received a $20 tip.
1 minute, man?
Indeed. The $20 tip is from 1 Minute Man.
Gee, imagine that 1 minute man.
Thank you very much to 1 Minute Man for your ongoing support of all of my content. I really appreciate that.
And you might be good to end the game on DSP Reeee,
and I
unless you want to do
believe
everything.
that's the biggest tip of the day so far. So thank you to 1 Minute Man for that. There we go. So yeah, once again, you know, I mean, the boss fight was fine. It just, there was nothing challenging there. There was nothing too interesting. It's just, you know, some flashy visuals, and that's about it. And now we see what happens with the story next. Got an Earth Shard, Steel Silk, and Meteorite. Okay. I'm gonna assume now there's gonna be a Titan fight, right? Or not Titan, a Icon fight, right? Fighting the Icon Titan, I think. Carlton Jr. says the game is a spectacle. It's like a more fully developed Order 1886. Yeah, because it actually has gameplay in it. It would have been more impressive 1 or 2 gens ago when gamers were more wowed by cinematics and graphics. I agree with you. Now it just kind of looks, kind of looks the same as everything else out there, and doesn't really do anything special.
I'm saying, you know, he won't do any new game plus.
By the way, he just cut him, but I don't know what he cut. What did he do? Cut his arms off? He did. He cut his hands right off. Nice.
It happened here. It just happened in front of you, DSP. How do you not notice?
Man, he's gonna have a hard time wiping now. I would like to hear what people would say. What stands out about this game that's different from other games and is special? What is special about Final Fantasy 16? I'd love to hear the answer to that question. I mean, you did try to get into a fight with a guy with a giant sword with nothing but your bare hands. Why not murder him now? Why not just impale him from behind and kill him? Why stand there like a jackass?
Because you're stealing his Titan.
Oh, are you absorbing Titan's powers? Oh, is he absorbing it?
Yes, it's happening literally on screen, DSP. What the fuck?
Oh, Kudo! Oh, Kudo! Oh, Kudo! Oh!
How exactly is he not bleeding out right now from having his hands chopped off? Colin Jr. says, I think the story characters are good. The story and characters are good, even great by standards of Final Fantasy, but the pacing, quest structure, and combat isn't great. Yeah, but again, what out of this, what is standing out? That's my real question. What stands out? Look at this.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Who's this? Another new person. Who's this?
Wait!
Another time, Mythos.
Who the fuck is this guy? So now he's not dead? He survives. But I guess you absorbed the Titan powers.
Borgo being a badass.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, Ludus scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
Why'd you leave that guy?
You didn't.
They're not very thorough, are they?
You missed one.
Hobo
Well,
X's
right.
Titan's powers will be great. All right, we'll
So
try
was
him.
I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odin.
So this was the other group, the Odin.
Nothing
The Odin
glorious, though.
people are here now. What's going on?
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know
Just so
what's
they can
going
use
on,
him.
but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away.
So the Odin people, the Odin settlement, the Odin group
what do we do?
saved him? Why did they save him? They're rivals.
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright. Well, give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
On.
What are you looking at?
How
He's
the
his old castle.
fuck?
Still reminiscing.
I'm just loving how far behind he is compared
Knock
to
this
me
thing
and
down. Build a
others.
parking lot and a strip mall. It'll be beautiful. I could see the Jamba Juice right there. Twilight Rose. Revisit the past. Okay. Well,
One place for you to go,
that's
dude.
it. We're gonna go back. There's nowhere else to go. We got to go back to our main base to advance the plot. All right. Let's see what's next. A very underwhelming boss fight against Kepka.
Kupka.
Pretty easy. Visually nice.
Kupka,
But again, the combat
jackass.
has a lot to be desired in this game.
You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself?
By the way, I will say this one thing. So it was funny because,
Second Life?
you know, the other day after I'd finished my stream of this game, on my podcast the next day, I was talking about it. And I've been noticing things like people commenting on my videos being like, well, you should have played it on the harder difficulty. There is no harder difficulty. This is it. You play the game. There is nothing. This is what you don't get. I guess apparently there is a harder difficulty after you beat the game. Like this is it. You have to
There's
play it
story
like this.
or action
So
mode
people
to
complaining,
begin
oh, the
with.
combat's too easy. I can't fix that. That's the game. They made the game like that. It's not like, oh, you should have challenged yourself to a harder level. There was none. So, most games you could say, oh, Phil always goes for default. This one you can't get me. This one I'm playing on what's intended. There's nothing else you could do. Okay.
You can play on
Darth
action
Fig
mode instead of
just did a
instead of,
$10 super
story
chat.
mode.
Thank you so much. He says, I just beat this last night. I have to admit, by the 75% mark, the game gets much better gameplay and story. It's a good action game, just not a good Final Fantasy game in my opinion. It takes so long to get good. Oh, man. Well, we're going to keep going. At this point, we're about 50% from what people have been saying. We're about 50% in the story. So let's keep going. Let's try to get to those good parts, shall we? I'm shocked that there was no big fight against Titan there. I thought for sure it would be the two icons fighting, but I guess not. Okay.
No more excuses, your ladyship.
Excuse me.
I order you to rest. Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is,
Jasper
where is he
James.
now?
I don't normally cover like to the actual gameplay part. I just usually do the pre-stream.
I was
But I've already
wondering
beaten the
about
game,
that
so
home.
not like I can be
I think
spoiled.
I've heard something.
Mind you, we started playing the same day.
And all
This is
sorts
his
of
job is
dreams
playing video games, and I still beat the game before he did.
About what?
about your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friends ever done that before, I'm betting Torms will have read about
Maybe
it.
we'll get some quests around Torgal to find out what just happened.
What happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill,
You know it, Timo.
Let me know if you learn anything.
will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill, listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
He has been known to fall asleep during the cutscenes of this game.
Bolts from the blue. Clive has claimed a portion of the Icon Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic, but allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Wind Up, a singular strike that increases in potency when charged. Ability details are now found in the ability menu, and then you got Titan's Feet, Titan's iconic feat, Titanic Block, can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Using square immediately after a perfectly timed precision block initiates a devastating counter. How do you block?
You're halfway through the game, you don't know how to block?
Well, at least I still have cock and ball, right? I mean, come on. Yeah, how do I block exactly? By the way, look. His pedigree, his snow cloak. Look, normal attack, lifting attack.
Yes, he
different
said
levels.
Final Fantasy 13, not 16.
Oh, they just spoiled. They just freaking spoiled the blood of Fenrir. So Torgal is also a what do you call? I can't remember what they call it, the people who have the ties to the icons. It just fucking spoiled it. It's the blood of Fenrir. He's Fenrir. That's another summon monster in Final Fantasy. Why did it spoil it in the menu? That's stupid as shit.
You don't know
I didn't
how
do the
to
quest yet, and you
block.
spoiled it and told me the solution to the quest. We already know. Boy, they had a lot of oversights in this game, I feel. Why
You
would you
don't
fucking
know how
spoil
you've
the
been-
whole plot before we did it?
Idiots.
Now I already know what's
You've been
gonna
playing
happen.
this game, you're halfway through and you don't know
Idiots.
how to block. What the fuck?
Fucking embarrassing.
Yes, you are,
Goddamn
DSP.
embarrassing. Anyway. So here's Titan. Let's see what Titan's got. So
You
Titanic
don't know how to block.
is
What the
block enemy
fuck?
attacks. How? Is it circle? It is circle, isn't it? Yeah. So circle is now a block with Titan, and if you do it perfectly, it's a parry that you can then hit square and get a counter attack. Okay. What's his ultimate ability? Earthen Fury. Send all nearby enemies flying.
I never, I never really blocked that much because I was too busy attacking, but
Upheaval. Slam a fist
to
to
be
the ground,
playing it
dealing
for
damage to all
this long
enemies
and you
in
don't know how to
range. Hold
block. What the
button
fuck?
to increase the range. Wind up. Punch forward, hold the button to wind up attack, further increasing potency. Yeah, look. Boom. It's a charge attack. See that? And he's also got Raging Fists. Step forward to deliver a blinding flurry of high-speed punches. Blocking an enemy attack with the step forward increases the potency. So basically, if they're about to attack, use it as a counter attack. Let's get that. It's only 120, right? I don't think
Way
I
too
want
much gin.
Earthen Fury. That doesn't sound very good. I'm thinking Wind Up, and I'm thinking Raging Fists are the two that I want. That's what I'm thinking. Those two. But what do I want to replace? Lightning? Lightning's been alright. The Lightning Rod's been pretty good. I don't think the Thunderstorm's been that good. Definitely the ones with the ultimates I want to keep. So I want to keep Aerial Blast. Yeah, I want to keep these two. Flame of Rebirth and Aerial Blast. Alright, so let's equip...
Have you not mastered any of those
Let's
skills so
equip
you can move
Titan.
them around?
I'll probably do other
If you
upgrades
master
too, but
the
let's
skills,
equip
you can
Titan
move them around to wherever you want.
instead of this. Let's give that a shot. Wind up and... No, actually I don't want upheaval. I want Raging Fists. Okay. Which means No, these are all still good. Yep, these are all still good. What does it say here? We have a new one. We have mithril wristlets. When the hell did we get that? I don't know when we got it, but it says it's better, so we'll equip it. I don't even know when we got that. It says there's also...
Way to pay attention to the game, DSP.
It's a new one.
This fucker doesn't pay attention to anything on the screen except for money.
I'll keep what I got, I think. So I guess I should upgrade. Right? So what should I upgrade? First of all, is limit break? What will this do if I upgrade? How do I see? Let's see. Add another limit break gauge. Really? Okay. So dude, I can do it again. I'm gonna have insane limit break. Let's do it. Ah! Shit.
You don't have the points, dumbass.
Well, I got more limit break now. What if I upgrade this? Increase the fireball count. Enhance potency while nullifying up to 4 attacks. Alright, let's do that. I'm not using ignition right now. Okay. I don't use this. I don't even use that. I barely use that. I do use lunge a lot. Okay. I
had lunge, but I never really
that's
used it
worth
that
upgrading.
much.
Taunt? I'll probably never use that. Taunt. Okay. Alright, that's what we'll do for now, and I will start saving up points again. I received a $6 tip. Love the Final Fantasy footage. Keep it up. An anonymous tipper. Thank you very much. I will keep it up. This is definitely my summertime playthrough that I'm balancing with Street Fighter stuff and other stuff like Amnesia now that we're starting tonight. So no worries there. We will absolutely continue on with Final Fantasy.
As long as you give me the money
I'm about
for it.
halfway through. And, you know, I'm hooked. As much as I think that the gameplay is not that good when it comes to the combat, I do feel like the plot is decent enough to continue. As much as the game just spoiled the whole plot coming up about Fenrir. How ridiculous that it spoiled it. I don't know why the hell it did that. It was really stupid. It spoils itself. Anyway. Alright. Cool. Okay,
Like
we're good.
you care, DSP.
So, any meaningful side quests appearing? No. Cut from the cloth.
Oh, mind you,
A culinary pilgrimage.
he looked up a
Let's go
guide
to the
to
blacksmith
find out which
just
ones
see
he
if
wanted
there's
to do.
upgrades.
Like,
And
he's
then
not doing
we'll,
every
we'll
side
do the
quest
main
because he
story.
literally
Actually,
got a
let's talk here.
guide
The main story's right here.
to
might
look
as well
up which
talk
ones
to
he
it
wanted to
first.
do. Someone like me who
Chicola, I
spent
don't
entire
control the
streams doing
chat
just
does.
side missions.
The chat
He's
complains
only
about the
doing
game
the ones
constantly.
that
I can't
the
really
guy
stop
tells him
them,
to do.
but I mean, personally, I don't hate the game. I think it's all right. It's a fun, like I told you, this is like a summertime blockbuster to me. I'm not thinking too hard as I play it. I'm just trying to go along for the ride, enjoying it, and the plot is enjoyable. So that's how I'm I'm approaching it. I do feel it's a little sad. It's a Final Fantasy game, and it doesn't feel iconic to me. Like every time I play a Final Fantasy 13, 15, it's felt iconic. This one's just kind of like, but I'm still enjoying it. So, all right, let's talk to Otto.
As long as you give him enough money for it.
Butter. Is now a good time?
No. How dare you interrupt me, standing here?
How's Jill doing? She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs. Good. Any word on Kupka's movements?
No tonberries. There better be tonberries in this game, and there better be cactuars. I love the cactuars.
There's neither of those in this game, unfortunately.
Their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet. But it's only a matter of time. Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
A fiery
Alright,
youth.
Clive.
Mid.
Still busy saying
You're just
words.
now getting
Fuck are
around to
you?
mid.
Fiery youth. Jesus Christ! Look how long her hair is.
Mid.
Mid.
Get back.
Her name is Mid.
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned.
Her name is
Hugo
Mid.
Cook
That's pretty
came
bad.
down to Rosaria.
A self-insulting
All the
name.
cameras in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You
Blonde, long legs, blue eyes.
You stand this time.
Think you got yourself a type there,
A
huh?
while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favor.
Mid. You can't just expect me to.
Please, oblige her.
Yes, ma'am.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare. Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome? I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air,
Exuberance!
which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts. I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on.
I have no idea what's going on.
English dub, yes.
Right?
Tempest, more like.
Who the hell is that? 20 hours in, introduce us to a random character.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about?
This is, I don't have your cock and balls yet, alright? Leave me alone.
She said you were paying.
Duh.
Little.
Go mid.
Storeroom, was it?
This is why everyone loves mid.
Wonder what Mid's plotting.
Any new hunts? Probably, right? They probably keep unlocking more hunts. Yep. The Muddy Murder. A rank. Muddy Murder. Hawk's Cry Cliff. So the ones that have an X on them are the ones I've done. Okay. The Griffin was a B. This is our first A. Muddy Murder. I wonder if it's going to be like a giant slime or like a jelly or a pudding or something, right? With that name.
How can you have your
I said I wanted to go to the
plans
blacksmith
meat?
quick. Let's do that quick just to double check. Any upgrades? Oh, okay, don't spoil. People are saying it's a spoiler to talk more about her. All right, well, let's not spoil. I don't know who the hell that is. She wasn't anyone in the story yet, I don't think, right? Her name is Mid. That's pretty funny. Insult yourself with your own name.
Is it business or pleasure?
I did not play the Harry Potter
Anything
Legacy
new?
game.
No.
Didn't appeal to me. It had come out 10 years ago. Would have appealed to
Orchestral
me,
music I
but
don't want.
it's not 10 years
I
ago.
guess I'll buy the 2 high potions. Oops. There we go.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay.
Finished, are you?
I like how they sell these tonics you totally don't need. Why do I need a defense tonic? Whenever, right? Maybe I'll need it at the end of the game or something. Why would I need it now?
What do you want?
So, okay, I can craft a bunch of stuff, but I should probably look for reinforcing first. No. Oops. I can make a goldwork sash +2, but it's not as good as the other thing I have. Same thing here. Now, what about crafting? I can make... Hold on. Oh, shit. I'm screwing up. I can make a Gaia blade +1, but that's not as good as my current sword, right? Not even close. Yeah, these all
Well,
suck.
we can't actually see what the stats are on anything, DSP, because where your camera is. Great camera placement there, DSP. We can't see shit.
Okay. Platinum belt. No, that's shitty. Goldworks. These are all shitty. This once I get that Electrum, this is going to be really good. But we can't get it yet, I guess, right? Yeah. Alright, I guess really nothing.
And
Okay. Alright, we're good. Carlton Judas, I'll tell you what's mid this part of the game.
See, there's nothing to fear.
Really? Boring now? Between last stream and the beginning of this one, we had 2 major story missions, so I'm hoping to have another one by the end of today's stream. I really hope. Okay.
And like I said, it may come out.
Yeah.
If that game came out,
Where's the karaoke?
10 years ago, I would have been
right?
very interested in
Where
it.
can I play
but
Lucky Hit in this town? I'd like to play a few games of Lucky Hit.
There's
Maybe do some karaoke. Maybe I don't know, do some odd jobs like chopping wood.
There was just no reason for the game to come out this late. Could have been like a
All right, let's talk
year
to me.
1
You took your
PS4
time.
game. Would have sold like
I'm a
hotcakes.
busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
A
You've
workshop.
only just come back.
And
Jade's still there. I don't know if
I've
he's
been thinking
donated
about it
yet.
for a while.
Wait a minute, Sid? Is she Sid's daughter?
Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about
I
it,
think so.
and
I
sent me
think
off
she's
to
Sid's
Canva to learn
daughter.
everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause.
And
I
then
hope you
he
know
went
one
and
story
died.
story.
Womp womp.
I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
For me?
Who else?
Who else? You're the player character, stupid.
What do you want me to do?
That's
First
funny.
things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from.
Smithing.
The other materials I can work myself. I just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me.
It's not smithing.
the wood.
I thought
I'll
it was
need a
called
carpenter.
smithing.
Well,
Remember when I used to say that?
Is that
Smithing.
For now, I'll let you know if I need out else.
Carlton Jr. says, I'll prioritize the quest. Carlton Jr. says, the downtime between big moments in the game is killer. Usually I don't mind down periods, but man, it's not lore building, it's boredom.
Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
If you don't care about the characters, sure.
Charon. Speak with Blackthorn. Speak with people. Speak with them now. Speak. Speak with them. Where am I? I'm confused. I came this way. By the way, everyone, if you're having a chill, fun time with me today, it sure would be nice if you could like the stream. We're currently at 75 likes. As you know, I try to hit 100 every stream, and I will do a nice celebratory bubble blow for you if we do hit 100 likes. Please like the stream if you're
Hopefully he
enjoying
doesn't.
it. And if you would like to support the stream in any means, that would be great. Perhaps a gifted membership for a fellow community member. Perhaps a super chat today. That would be nice. When was the first time I ever said robust? I have no idea. I don't really commemorize my first time saying words.
Was wondering where you got to.
I was just
Looks
here
like
5
some
seconds ago, you
canvas.
idiot.
Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores. and
She's always
asked me
smoking
to
a
buy some
cigarette.
Materials.
Actually, is
Here's
that a
the list.
clove? I think she's smoking a clove. Here's your list of materials.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us.
What did
If
she
it weren't
do?
For her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water.
Ah.
And that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
All right, I got 5 more likes, so that means 5 people watching actually like the stream. That's exciting to learn. Thank you, guys. We have over 200 people on the stream. 5 people are liking it. It's a pretty interesting ratio. I received an $8 tip. Hello, it's a me, Mario. Or it's a me, Mario. I was going to ask the magic at the ball if the princess will bake me a nice cake at the 7 here in the Super Mario RPG remake. Thank you so much for streaming. Goodbye.
Wow, that was
Thank you
annoying.
very much for an $8 tip. He wants to ask the magic 8-ball. I don't know what he's going to ask it. I was doing the accent and I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. That's funny. I wasn't paying any attention. He wants me to ask the magic 8-ball. Will the princess bake a cake after he saves her in Super Mario RPG coming out later this year, the HD remake? Let's find out. You ready? Is Mario getting a cake? It is certain. It is certain that Mario gets a cake. By the way, if you're wondering what that is, if you tip $8, I will ask the magic 8-ball a question on your
It's been
behalf.
so
You
long
just
since
have to know
I
what to
actually
ask
tipped
it.
them $8.
So
that
$8 for an
forgot about
8-ball. It is certain. Most certain. You'll get a delicious cake. Thank you for the $8 tip, Mario. Appreciate that. All right. Let's talk to Blackthorn. Is he still depressed
Blackthorn,
again?
You busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Maybe. If she's Sid's daughter,
what I can do.
probably.
Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Well, that was very
Just leave the
exciting
carpenter.
stuff.
Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Who? Bartle? What did he say? Bartle? Bardolph? Bartle? Bartle's in, I remember Bartle. Bartle's in James. It's a wine cooler brand my mom used to drink when I was a kid. We used to go to the liquor store. She would buy Bartles and James wine coolers. Bartles. Talk to Bartles.
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph.
Hello, HWT. How's
He's
it
looking to
going?
build a workshop.
Well, he's had a
she
call
needs
go
the
out
skilled
and
carpenter.
people have been
Do they
showing
even
up and
sell wine
donating,
coolers
so
anymore? I
I
wonder.
doubt it's going to go any farther than what it has already. Unfortunate.
I'm afraid I got my
His
hands
fans
full
will
just
show up and
keeping
get
this
enough
place
memberships to
afloat.
save the stream.
There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em,
I don't know
we'll
why
all
exactly it
have to
has to be.
I'd gladly
I'm like,
spare Mid all the time I
as long as he
have.
was over 500, he was happy. Then it
I
went
got
below
that.
500, and he's lost his mind since then.
I see.
Like, he is
Don't
not
have
happy
to be
about being
me,
under
though, does it?
500.
What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
Bernard.
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you,
What?
Bardolph.
Canadian Kirk says I loved wine coolers as a
Least I
kid.
could do.
You probably shouldn't have had wine coolers as a kid. Just saying. Probably a bad idea, right?
Do with a good oil.
Alright, make for Martha's Rest.
You have no idea where it is, dude, DSP.
Where's the map? What? Whoa.
You don't know how to get
I
to the
read
map?
Doing that myself. It's a little weird. Martha's Rest.
He's been playing this game for how many hours and he
Maybe we
doesn't
already
know how
went
to get to the
Martha's Rest?
fucking
I
map.
wonder. While we're there, maybe we could run into a hunt.
DSP, never change.
Your mom still gets wine coolers, Carlton? I remember... See, I'm trying to remember what they were like. Because my mom would open one and let me smell it. Of course, I never had one. She would let me smell it, and she'd be like, there's no way you're going to like this. And I would smell it and be like, oh, it's terrible. You know? Same thing with my dad. My dad would be like, oh, you want some bud? As he would, you know, sometimes we do some yard work, and he'd be out on the front porch, and he'd say, I want a bud. So my mom would hand him a beer, and he'd have a bud on the porch to relax. And he'd be like, do you want it? You know, you're not going to like it. And I would smell it, like, dude, it's disgusting. You know,
And
that's
now
just
you're an
nasty.
alcoholic.
You're a kid. You don't, like, that's bitter and shit. You don't like alcohol. Like, yuck. It's disgusting.
And now he's an alcoholic. Womp womp.
Alright. Sly? Is her name Sly? No, it's 4 yards. I thought it said Sly. Her name's Martha. It's Martha's Rest.
What brings you to the rest?
We're back here again, huh?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
Bernard.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all
Bernard,
friends here, aren't
jackass.
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
we? He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
It's definitely the time of year for like a nice a wine cooler or a cooling beer in the middle of the day. Hot summer months, man. It's 90 degrees outside today. I got my air conditioner
87.
to keep the temperature
I already looked it
down
up,
here
DSP.
today. When I say 90
The
degrees,
height
that's
today is
Fahrenheit, not
87.
Celsius. If it were Celsius, we'd all be melting. But oh, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go up. But yeah, you know, it's hot summertime months. Time for a nice relaxing drink in the middle of the day, right? As long as you're not
Getting
you don't
drunk
gotta
in the
do
middle of the
anything serious,
day.
no driving, right?
Gee, why
Come
does
on
it sound
now.
familiar with DSP?
I actually have beer left over from my Super Bowl event in February. Remember, I had the Blue Moon special beer.
I'm sure
I still
that's
have, like,
not
3
flat
cans of that
by
in the fridge. I
now.
never drank them. Maybe one day I'll pound them on stream. A nice daytime brewski. Or maybe I'll have one Sunday night if I'm going to do a community night in Street Fighter 6. Maybe I'll have a brewski while we play together. What's for dinner? My wife is making homemade meatballs with pasta. Slow cooker meatballs.
Is that what you're ordering from DoorDash tonight,
Oh,
huh?
no charge. Punches. Where'd it go? Oh, I killed
They've
him.
been talking a lot more
Shit.
about cat cooking stuff ever since they got the garbage disposal fixed. Were they literally ordering DoorDash for every meal because the DoorDash didn't require the garbage disposal to be used? Level 19 shit. Like, DSP, I've beaten this game, you're dealing with level 19 stuff. And at
Oh,
level
this is
29.
good. The lunge is much further now. This upgrade to the lunge is great. You punches it a million times. Alright, I don't want to fight all these. Let me get to my story here. Have I been working on the hump board? I think I did 2 of them. Yeah, I think I did 2 of them. Chocola says, let's see aerial combos and jump cancels. I mean, I could, but I don't have that
beer sounds
build.
about right.
I don't have that jumping move from Garuda. I don't have it right now. So I can't really do that much in the air. Excuse me. Let me guess, he's gonna have me go out into this field and kill these monsters, right?
Aye. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
Cocaine and hookers, as far as I can see, if you fix our shit.
Do you now? The proposition is we're gonna fade to black. It's very exciting.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though. could
Oh
I?
no, he wants me to
Before
kill
we
these
go?
monsters.
Of course.
I'm surprised he's actually gonna watch that D&D
Well, that there
movie.
is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now.
He's
though.
not gonna understand any of it.
Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the
He doesn't
place
have the
crawling
imagination
with
for Dungeons
thieves.
and
Good afternoon,
Dragons.
Green.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
thank you kindly. And take care.
Would you kindly
Don
take care of the
Finucci feels
monsters
they took
for
a lot
me?
of inspiration from Monster Hunter. I don't know. You know what this reminds me of? Final Fantasy 12. And Final Fantasy 12 reminded me of Final Fantasy 11. Like, basically, it feels like they wanted to make an MMO kind of hybrid. It's not necessarily just a straightforward, you know, single-player RPG. It has MMO elements in it, right? I received a $2 tip from Big Spinach Fan. Wondering what your favorite way to prepare spinach is and if you enjoy it. Thanks. I do not eat spinach that often. I've had spinach in a salad.
This is the
I think
vegetable.
it's
He hates
pretty good.
vegetables.
It's a different kind of leaf. It tastes a little different. I've had spinach as ingredients in other like pasta. Pasta made with spinach is really good. Like if you get like a tricolor pasta, I like the spinach, the green pasta, or like a tortellini that's spinach in it. I like the flavor of it. Or spinach filling in a tortellini is very good too. Spinach dip. I've had spinach dip before, but I don't think I've just eaten like straight up spinach as a course in a meal. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if anyone
Thank you
has.
for
That
the $2
sounds
tip.
weird.
All right, let
I
us
have it
say
buttered
we're
and
gonna split
some
the part.
pepper on
We're gonna
it.
continue on. What I'm gonna do is I want to get up and stretch my legs a bit before we
I
continue.
beat it. I beat it last
But,
night, room.
We'll continue on in a sec. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back. All right, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I want to get up and just stretch for a bit, so I'm not just sitting here the whole time sedentary. Hold on.
Now it's funny.
Oh yeah, spinach omelet. Yes, I've had spinach in an omelet. Spinach in an omelet is really good.
It's funny is when he plays Street Fighter, he doesn't take a break.
I agree there.
He only starts taking his breaks when he's not playing Street Fighter. It's hilarious that something about Street Fighter means he doesn't take a break. Other games he takes a break still, but not in Street Fighter. Street Fighter he sits there and he plays and he plays and he plays forever. WWE Champions time, he loves it.
Oh. Don't forget to drink water. Listen, I already drank half my big-ass bottle of seltzer, and I'll keep drinking. Don't worry on that front. I will definitely drink water.
It's not water, it's gin.
What cartoons did I watch as a kid? I started off with cartoons like He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Then I evolved into Ninja Turtles.
I'm waiting for that rune. I'm
Later
waiting
on, I
for
started
that
watching
beat
things
scene
like
to see how he
Gargoyles,
reacts.
Spider-Man,
It's a way off,
X-Men,
though.
and
you may not get into it until
then that
probably sometime
evolved
in
into, like,
August.
you know, the Batman animated series, reboot, stuff like that. What's up, HWT? How are you? I almost picked up my joystick. I was going to pick up my Street Fighter joystick to play this game. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay, let's continue. Alright, guys, so we're going to head into this field, and I guess we're going to beat the crap out of some monsters and try to find whatever this guy wanted me to find, the graves of his parents, right? So we have to basically kill all these enemies.
This shouldn't take long.
Look at this. Beat him down. Sweet spot punch.
It's an okay.
Whoa. How about an ultimate into an ultimate? Oh, yeah?
I think he's all in on the ultimate moves because they take forever to reload, or at least cool down and all that.
Very nice.
Really DSP.
Sweet spot punch. Ooh, damn. Ah, you fucker. Fucking piece of shit.
I don't know if it's on baby mode. It wasn't that hard of a game, but he's still gotten game over.
I don't want to use the potion. That was a mistake.
Hilarious. How are you gonna get a game over in that game? It's not even on Final Fantasy mode yet.
Oh, I mashed. I mashed that anytime right.
I like he's not gonna do this side mission about Torval because it doesn't give him anything.
What the hell's happening? Oh, he died. I got him anyway. Whoosh! Giant punch. That was sick. I'm sure I definitely parried that, right? Claims I did. Like, yeah, sure I did. I parried that already.
No, you didn't. You failed.
Rocked, socked, and destroyed. Chad Kings, if I was ever in the live streaming industry, you'd be the first person I would want to work with. I feel awful for you then. Sorry to hear that.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
Yes, I did. Slapped him around.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
We're at 91 likes so far,
They
guys.
started packing their things.
And 10, 91 likes,
Whoa,
guys. Don't you want to
thank
get to
Nathan
100?
Smith, who just dropped a 10-member bomb on the channel. Congrats to Carlton Jr., Don Fanucci,
See, told you his
Espinor,
fans are gonna save the
JPEG,
day.
Project Hail
He's
Mary,
gonna get back over
Aaron is
500
Buddha,
again.
Gaming X, Daki, Mint, and Ruben Rivera. That is a huge amount of gifted
The
memberships.
dents
Thank you
are
so much
coming
to
to
Nathan
save the
Smith.
day.
Big support today. Really appreciate that. Gets us up to 496 members. Total on the channel. Like I said, our goal today is to try to hit 500 again, which we've been, floating around for like a week. Thank you so much, Nathan. Be sure to thank Nathan if you just got to get the membership.
It's been nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Or it may as well have been a century.
Nathan Smith, you're my new best friend.
This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past. No matter how nice
Live you're
it might
behind
be.
in your past,
As
remember.
soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
My wife's already making the meatballs. I can smell them. They smell good. She's roasting them in the slow cooker, onion, all kinds of stuff in them.
Mid's little list.
Smells good.
I'm gonna head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, I want us to go speak with Mid. It's time to get out of here, right? I'll go back to world map. Here we go. Back to Mid.
I'm playing the game for this many hours. He doesn't know how to do anything in it. Amazing. So much like DSP.
Do.
Guys, I don't get it. It's the final fight, and I'm like 12 levels lower than I should be. Why? It's bullshit. Oh, did you do any side missions? I don't want to do any of the side missions. I don't want to do them. They take too much time. Well, that's why you're under level.
The Lillins. Oh, you silly Lillins.
Shouldn't you be getting
Need more
Welcome back
bots
to
and more
Theo.
stock accounts in chat, guys.
All right, Mid, you wasted 20 minutes.
All right, Clive, you've all done then.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope.
I can do the whole new wardrobe. You want to buy one for me? Come on.
And I've got all my plans drawn up.
Doing everything else for me.
So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Quest complete. Nathan has gifted another membership. This one went to Rob Shekels. Congratulations, Rob. Thank you, Nathan, for all this support today. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, OIC. About damn time you showed up.
Alright.
Keep your master
I
happy.
just got something new. I wasn't paying attention now. What is it? It was an accessory, right? So I have the Breath of the Wind Aerial Blast. What did I get? The Breath of the Wind. Oh, I got this one. The Breath of Earth Wind-Up. Reduces wind-up cooldown by 3 seconds. Nah, I'm just going to keep what I got. Nathan just gifted another membership. This one went to Gorilla Pack. Congratulations, Gorilla Pack. Thank you, Nathan. This is awesome. Thank you, Nathan, so much.
I'm so close to 500, guys. Don't you want to get me to 500?
Awesome. Okay, what is
No,
next?
we don't.
Let's see how Jill's faring.
I'm going to check on Jill.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav
Well,
was
do
looking
better.
for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
Yeah, learn about what's up
He
in
must have found
Torgal.
something.
Although the game already spoiled it in the menu. But what are you going to do? His modern game design. Spoil their own fucking plots in the menu. Stupid. That was really dumb. That's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
But you didn't spoil it yourself by looking at a guide.
Here. What's going on in here and around these parts? Someone spilled the beans.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about...
Oh, that's how Twitch works. Twitch works where it doesn't even matter if you're even in the stream. It'll just randomly get its sub.
Was he a single
membership,
or
whatever.
training a bunch?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
Huh.
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my
They're
hound,
supposed to be your hound.
Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful
And now you
companion to
know.
the dominant of Shiva, and years later,
And DSP doesn't care.
his powers awakened. Just when his
DSP
master
doesn't give
needed him
two
the
shits about
most.
any of this.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf.
A frosty
it had only
wolf.
to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And
He's the best
regarding
boy,
your
isn't he?
original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this
None of them
very
are
morning,
Americans. They're all
I found him
British.
With his nose buried in my nuts.
What? Wait, what? What the? Torgal, what are you doing, man? Stay away from this old man sagging nuts.
For you. Bernadette. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Yuck. I woke up with me balls in his mouth. My saggy fruits, my drooping
That's
figs.
not what he said, but you
Being
keep
lapped
it up,
up by a
DSP.
wolf.
Keep it up.
I swear this game does it on purpose. Why would there be a mission named
It
Cock and
does.
Balls? Why would he have said it that way? They're doing it on purpose.
They
The
are.
wordplay
It's
is
a
done
joke.
completely on purpose.
They're being funny, DSP, something you've never been.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Great. You're gonna probably improve our tech over the game.
Like, you know, how a video game does.
What's going on,
but,
CJ?
you know,
How's it going?
That would make too much sense, I guess.
So this is her new workshop, huh?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
All right, now we gotta go talk to Vivian. You're absolutely right about the busy work stuff between stuff here. It's like, wow, we just had really awesome plot developments. Now here's an hour of running in circles doing menial tasks, right?
Oh, gee, you get to learn about
When do I
Torgal, you
get
get
to
to learn
paint
about the different
walls
characters,
and,
you get new characters
you know,
introduced.
take out the trash. When do we get to do that fun stuff? Change the cat litter. When does that happen?
How
When do I
goes
get
the
to
hunt for
scoop up
Kupka?
Torgal's shit?
Largely in circles.
It's coming, right?
We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What's going on? What the hell's going on? Nothing's happening. We're just staring.
What? here.
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you
He is so
didn't
impatient.
inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
That's terrible,
No one
Deadwing.
claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We,
For you, no.
have a guest.
A guest?
It's the Uncle Byron.
For your trouble.
His uncle.
It was a
Yay, the
Being
best.
inside.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
Meh.
Yes, the best uncle.
His eccentric uncle.
Character DSP doesn't give two shits about.
Why is he here? Is anything going to happen? Or will we, Oh, meanwhile... Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
Crush them like
If they're
bugs.
willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations.
The
The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit.
So they went and got Titan. They're the ones who scooped them up.
You a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Dion knows what's up.
Now, let us come to the
For you,
question of
Cersei.
precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Nah.
I hate his
Your
fucking
Radiance,
goat laugh.
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
Oh,
As
so they
much
don't
as
know
I
who
would
took him.
enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan.
They don't know that
is
that
not-
was defeated by Clive. So who the hell has him
And
now?
what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns,
Way to be cold.
another can be built. The Empire will live on.
So he's basically saying everything's expendable. What a great ruler.
Yes, sire.
What a nice guy. Which one is Sean Bean? The Sean Bean character died at the beginning. Just like Sean Bean in everything he's ever in.
You're not wrong. Not that DSP cares. There's someone in his chat. Aerith or Tifa? Tifa, 100%. Sorry, Aerith. Tifa ain't the lady to mess with.
What was the point of that?
Prepare for battle.
Sire.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to
Exactly,
your
JDX.
and await my orders.
Tifa just has the assets I look for.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
So he's gonna send his son out to transform into Bahamut and kill everyone. He doesn't care. They're all expendable.
You're not wrong.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So they think he's gonna turn against him. Huh.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Ah. Is it true though? She's Annabelle, right? So she put
Cersei
the bug into the Emperor's ear that his son's gonna betray him.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only
Oh,
one way
boy.
to find out.
I can't wait to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old
What is
tricks.
the uncle doing here?
Being awesome, as always, is what Byron does.
Alright. Hope he brought us food. A spread. Some, you know, summer macaroni salad or something for the party, right? You gotta bring something.
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
Yes, he was.
Aye. Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Puh, small gift.
2,000?
There's not even that many. We have like 30, 40,000 now. He's only gonna give us 2,000.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Alright, well, he's boring the shit out of me. I want to do something else today, so I think I'm going to call it a stream. DSP, it is literally what you do for a living. It is literally your job to play video games, and I still beat you in playing this. I still beat you in playing this, even though it is not my job to play video games. But that's DSP for you, alright? Chicken wings, yum. I'm gonna make 2 brats with some mustard. I was looking at the calorie count. The buns are 190 calories. The brats are 200 calories. Like, holy shit, so 4 brats with some mustard, or 2 brats with mustard is like 800 calories. How is 2 bratwursts with mustard 800 calories? Like, are you kidding me? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. I know I entertain myself. Not hard to do, I'm very easily amused, but... it's just... I don't normally cover his gameplay because A, boring as shit, and B, he's usually playing a game that I might want to play in the future. I don't want to get spoiled, but this time, I already beat the game. I'm just loving that. He's halfway through the game. How do you block? He's halfway through the game. How do you get to world map? Like, what the fuck, DSP? You've been playing this game for how many hours and you don't actually know how to do anything in it? It's insane. But yes, with that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.